Not really sure why the thumbnail keep being like sideways like that. I'm not the most techie guy in the world, so my apologies. But nonetheless, it's Popovich show. Y'all know what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, kid. Let's get it. Yes. Yes, 2 times. I know the vibes though. She like, ooh la la, oui oui. They go, ooh la la, oui oui. She like, ooh la la, oui oui. We go, ooh la la, oui oui. On a Friday, ooh la la, oui oui. Best day, ooh la la, oui oui. Best day, ooh la la, oui oui. She like, ooh la la. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop up out the bed like, where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. Popovich. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, then the question is, where you been? Over here on this side, we deal with sports, hip-hop, entertainment, interviews sometimes. When the people we want to interview don't be acting flaky. Popovisms 101, and of course, motivation. We got hours in today. But before you jump off the page and Usher to the left, Chris Brown to the right, I'm going to need you to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, smash that notification bell, so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. You get alerted when I upload the videos, and if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, good looking. But you know how I do. You know how I plainly start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We ain't in the game now. And we is in the end game, people. Although it may not feel like it the most, you going about your jolly green day. It's Friday. You just got paid. Know what I mean? You ready to pop off and pop out for the weekend. But as time passes and you get older, and not all the cases when you get older, because you could die young. Like how we starting the show off, unfortunately. Story out of Harlem, I think like 2 days ago. Jameek Mullen, 4 years old. Moms and pops allegedly, we don't know, even though he's being charged, starved him to death, found him in the house, dehydrated, malnourished, etc. And it's a sad story. And I often play on the channel because it's not funny. And I quote the Cam line, or I should say, pole line from the movie. What's the word, my guy? You already know, TZ, what's the word? Happy Friday. And in that movie, one of the funny, lines that stand out, we see a lot of the memes, besides when Rich, and I can't think of the brother that played Rich, when he like, yo, anybody that ever owe me any money, B? That meme been spinning around on the internet for a little while, and it's funny. It's all, it's funny. And also, when when Alpo, right, Cam, Rico, when he like, yo, B, niggas get shot every day, B. Niggas die every day, B. When he was talking to Ace, he like, yo, I'm different. My body moving different. I can't be with all of the shit no more. And Rico sitting back like, yo, niggas die every day, B. Niggas get killed every day, B. It's funny, because it's like, one, it's a movie, we know it's an iconic movie about the Harlem Legends, obviously, Poe and Rich story, etc. But I use that, and then I replace it with, instead of niggas get killed every day, B, oh nah, babies get killed every day too, B. Kids is dying. No, young kids. Young like 4, 5, 6, 7. Not just overseas, right here too. And this is America. Don't catch you slipping. Police be tripping on right here. And unfortunately, when I hear these stories about neglect, abuse, you know, we all been, not, I can't even say we all, but I know I done got hit with the iron cord. Nigga and got hit with some things when he wasn't listening as a child. And when you get older, you say, damn, that was a little harsh, mommy, and I love you, mommy. Or you hear about your friends and they doing shit and they get beat, but not starved to death. Not boiling hot water poured on you and, killed or whatever. And, it's unfortunate. I passed by it today going to the juice bar, not knowing, you know what I mean? 7th Avenue, right there between 144th and 145th. And, rest in peace to the young brother. Condolences to the family who knew nothing about it. And, as I was reading the story here on Google, obviously, they're like, yo, the family just walked out. They ain't have no words. They in disbelief. Because we all have relatives. We all have, I'm going to say family, but I'm really going to say relatives. You know what I mean? Family, you know what's going on. If you somebody family, then you know what's going on. Not every single thing, but I use that term as opposed to relative, because relatives is just blood. We just cousins. You know what I mean? We just blood related. I'm not calling you every day. You don't know what's going on with me. I don't know what's going on with you. And I don't even mean the bad, like, yo, my husband did this, or, you better come get your, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even mean that way. I just mean, like, we, family have a certain bond as opposed to relatives. Relatives, you may see them at Thanksgiving if you celebrate. Papa Vis, I don't celebrate. You might see them at the Christmas party if you celebrate. I don't celebrate. Or you might see them at a gala. You might even see them at a funeral, which I just attended. Rest in peace, Papa Carl, right? May Allah have mercy on you. You know what I'm saying? And my grandfather. You might see them at the funeral. You ain't see them in 7 years, 8 years. Y'all don't talk. That's relatives. Family, even if some time goes by, you still know what's going on with them. You still checking in with them. They still checking in with you. You still can call and, even though y'all ain't talked 2-3 months, have 2-hour conversation. That's family. They want to know about your well-being. You want to know about their well-being. So I use that shoulder to hurt too. So pardon me. And we did shoulders today. They walk out of the courtroom in disbelief. They didn't know what was going on. And you may not see your relatives and your little cousins and your nieces and nephews all the time. So to find out that, small boy, as I like to call the kids, small boys and small girls, no matter what age you is, right? That's just my little thing. And I got that from KO, a.k.a. Champ, who they just hit at his 25th board, you know what I mean, in August. You know what I mean? And, you don't know what's going on. So when you hear it and you see it, you in disbelief. Like, nah, not Cousin Jermaine. She was starving little Jeremy, or she was doing this, they was doing that. I didn't see no signs. I didn't see, you might even feel guilty. Like, damn, I could have did something. And, it just goes to the thing what you hear online, check on, the people you love or people your family. You never know what they might be going through, and there's no justification. There's no, it's none of that. It's a sad affair, and hopefully justice is served. You can't just go around killing. Like, if anything, it's a lot of stories, or it be little, you see stuff on social media where you see a moms may drop their baby at the fire department. Drop their baby, you know what I mean? Leave their baby in the car, then call 911, like, yo, it's a child in. And you say, yo, damn, why she do that? Why, it's better than killing your baby. It's better than abusing and causing harm to your child. And I get it could be, what's the word, postpartum and all that, as women, y'all deal with shit men have no idea about after you give birth. And that's why you shouldn't be having any old nigga baby, the old keeper nigga baby. Nah, it should be somebody worth it, because you go through stuff mentally and your body change, and you want to make sure whoever you doing that for is fucking worth it. Like, she worth it, and he better be worth it, right? And so instead of harming or causing harm, then give the baby away. Give the baby up for adoption. I think it was a story in Houston. Lady had like 4 or 5 kids or 3 kids. She put them up for adoption, but then she still was on social media, and allegedly at first she was like she doing it to go back to school, which just was overwhelming. She is single baby moms. She chose wrong, or just the nigga was a piece of shit. And we use these terms loosely and lightly, because you never really know. It's only what you hear on the internet from per side. Like, whoever side is from, you poll a guy, he like, nah, she was this. You poll her, he was a narcissist, he was a drug user, he was abused, he was the king of the bloods. You ain't seen none of this shit before you cracked open the safe and you let him get the combination. Like, you know what I mean? Come on, baby. Come. Like, you know what I mean? All these things that you didn't see. Now when the baby's here, it's like, oh, now you know, the eyes is open, your third eye, you see everything. And he was a narcissistic domestic abuser, right? We being funny, but we not. Give the baby up. There's nothing wrong with saying, yo, I'm in over my head. I'm in too deep. I can't deal with this shit. As a single baby mama or not. It's not what I expected, and as opposed to killing the child. And, you know, you're doing it in a brutal way. Like, that's a slow death. Like, you know, I equate a lot of stuff to being locked up sometime because that's just my experience. I gotta talk about my life and how I see it. And we living off experience like the locks, right? From youngest. In jail, you know, when you're not used to fasting, being, you know, having restrictions on yourself, having discipline on yourself. When they feed you at certain times, and the last meal was at 5:15-ish, by the time 8 o'clock come around, 9 o'clock come around, as the people say that's locked up, the prisoners, they say, yo, my stomach is on my back right now. Like, my stomach is on the gate. You hungry. Because you're used to eating at a certain time, and, you know, your body, you know, get used to the program that they put you on. And I learned from KO, again, you know, speaking to Champ, you know what I mean? I made he hold his head. Obviously, 50 years in now, they just hit him on his, you know, on his 24th board or whatever, right? 49 years in. He used to be like, small boy, calling me small boy. Like, every time they open the gate, you always running the child. You putting yourself on the program. And I didn't understand it at the time, but later on I did. I said, oh, nah, I'm not going to eat when you tell me to eat. Just because you open the gate, you say it's lunchtime. Now, you say it's lunchtime, but it's not lunchtime for me mentally. So you build some self-restraint. You build some discipline. But as a kid, as a baby, so I'm bringing it up. He was only 4 years old. You got to say, damn, man, hours, and you starving him days on end. And, you know, they said he was 19 pounds. That's crazy. And unfortunately, it's you know, it's not the first, and it probably won't be the last. I definitely hope the small boy get justice. Not saying she should get life and they should throw her under the jail, but whatever the law says, she should get. Because you know, a lot of times when people break the law, and you know what I'm gonna say next, you hate the law, nigga, break it. I don't care, but when you get caught, remember that. I don't care. You have people in the comments, you have people online. They be so gun-ho with the angry mob. It's like, well, nah, you just robbed the store or you was drunk driving, right? And I get it. That's a big crime. It's you know, you can kill yourself, you can kill others. They say, nah, he should be raped in jail. He should be this, she should be that. And it's like, nah, the law doesn't say that. The law says the crime was this. These are the penalties from the max to the medium. It doesn't say his eyes should be gouged out. It doesn't say he should be put in the chamber and set on fire. But this is some of the stuff that people say online. Because they just behind the phone, scrolling, swipe to the left, swipe to the right. It's like, oh, he raped the girl? Oh, he should be raped. And I get it. People be overzealous. They have their emotions and they know. But the law just says he should get 5 and 10. He should get 6 to 12. He should, you know what I mean? Like, this is the law. And we're going to either follow or not. Or we quote Kamala Harris. You know, whatever the law says, we're going to follow it. But let's get to this other shit, though. Another untimely, I won't say untimely, I got to stop saying that because when you die and it's your time to be out of here, and y'all know what's coming next, do you ever think about when you out of here? Your record deal, your video out of here, your Mercedes Benz and your Range Rover, all that shit out of here. Your job at the, you know, at the Foreman Mills, and you teaching, you being fans only, you being a big investor or a big lawyer, you're out of here. And we all gonna go. So we gotta stop saying untimely, because when you go, it's the Most High. If that you believe that. If you don't believe it and you're an atheist and I get it, you may say, oh, it's untimely. Child died at 4 years old, which is unfortunate, but that's what the Most High wants. So you're gonna go whenever they say, Tony, get over here, and you're gonna go. But and other, you know, death news, unfortunately, right? Yo, what's up, my nigga? Bombs on the check-in. What's the word? We got Lehman Payne, right? 31 years old. I forget where he was at. I could have read the story, etc. But I know he was from former Direct, the singer, the boy band. obviously real famous. A lot of people online, TikTok, Instagram, you know, social media, etc. You know, YouTube. It's like, yo, you know, condolences, and rightfully so, condolences, etc. But this is real quickly why I want to talk about it, in the sense of when it's suicide, like it's a suicide, it's a on some, you know what I mean, Dr. Dre first album shit, and serial killer, it's a suicide. And that's what they saying, right? That's what they alleging. That's what the reports are saying. People got the, you know, I guess some of the photo of him being on the ground, saying, you know, he had contusions, and obviously you fall from three stories up, you know what I mean? And you hit the concrete, your body is not made for that. But they said he was on drugs. They said he had alcohol in the system when they went to his room, etc. They like, yo, the room was in the rampage. This was this and this is that. I bring it up in the sense to say I don't know if he was on drugs or not, because I don't know him, right? I don't know if he was an alcoholic. I don't know if he was a pillhead. I don't know if he was a cokehead or whatever it was. And I'm not trying to talk down or, you know, ill of the dead. May the Most High have mercy on him. May he forgive him. Even though, in my, you know, my belief, you know, taking your own life or unalive, I should probably be saying that, because YouTube be funny about when you say that word, right? But when you unalive yourself, that's not going to be forgiven, because it's not your life to take. The Most High gives you life. You're supposed to, you know, appreciate it, be grateful of it, do something good with it, help other people and make your life meaningful, and then he calls you back. You know what I'm saying? When you like, nah, I'm tired of this world. It's just too much, and I get it, because you know, you gotta be sensitive about topic, because some of our families has unalived themselves. So it's obviously you know, the people that do this for whatever reason, it's a lot. You know what I mean? I never can understand it. Maybe it's my, you know, belief, which I obviously want to be forgiven, but also I just feel like no matter how down you get, for me, and I've talked about this a lot, because mental health is a real thing for a lot of people. And when you look at people just walking in the street talking to themselves, and you're like, they ain't on their meds, or, you know, even in prison, like, and you put shit on yourself, and you do self-mutilation, you say, well, what's the disconnect? What makes them go overboard and do this, as opposed to maybe praying, maybe meditating, again, if you don't believe, doing something of that nature, reading, you know, trying to figure it out first before you unalive yourself. But anyway, the only reason why I'm bringing this up, because in Hollywood, and from Harlem to Hollywood, but is he good? And we live on YouTube, and we live on 2 platforms on Instagram. Shout outs to everybody tuning in on Friday. Yay, yay! You know what I mean? Appreciate you. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, though, if you are watching. You say in Hollywood, you know, in light of the Diddy and, you know, all the, you know, Whitney Houston's and the Prince's, no, not Prince, I don't think Prince was, you know, but anybody else that you could think of that was on substance abuse, right? They was abusing substances. It's easy for them to unalive you, even if that's not the case. And I often speak about, like, if you got any habits, you know, especially big drug habits, and, you know, like Rick James said, cocaine is a hell of a drug. I mean, like, cocaine is a hell of a drug, and whatever it is that you're addicted to, once that's exposed, once that's in the limelight, who posted the old 50 million great singer, Bruno Mars, right? Now I don't know if he's a go-getter or not. I'm just saying what the blogs are saying, and I'm only repeating it to say they're like, yo, he owed 50 million, and somebody like him that did the Super Bowl, you know, etc. obviously got a gambling problem, so they say, right? And I know what it's like to gamble. We talk sports on here, we talk gambling on my show. I gamble every day, right? You can have a losing streak where you lose all your money. But when the drugs come into play and they know these are some of your habits, if you have something that they want and you're not cooperating or you don't want to budge, it's easy for them to snuff you out. You know what I'm saying? And that's how people self-medicate. So that's what they saying happened to him. Like, he was in the room by himself. It was no evidence that nobody else was in the room. You know what I mean? He had an episode and then he ended up, you know, jumping on the balcony or unaliving himself, so they say. Just like they said, well, this wasn't unaliving himself, but you know, when I hear things, right? What's the dude? Cash App? Was it Cash App? I think it was the Cash App dude, and I can't think of his name. stabbed up right outside the hotel in San Francisco. I believe it was in San Francisco. Then now the government, and this is America, don't catch you slipping up. Now they come with a platform similar to Cash App, or they just overtake Cash App, put the people they want in place, and he's out of here. And do you ever think about when you out of here? Right, like damn, stabbed him up, random person, a random mental health person just ran down on the motherfucking owner of Cash App. I think it was Cash App, or it was one of them services that you transfer money. You know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere? Why him? Why this night? And again, I'm not questioning the Most High, but I do look with the side eye and say, damn, how convenient. Now here you go taking it over, and like Suge Knight said, if you don't want niggas dancing in your video and you don't want to be number 2 on some whole shit, check your own videos, then come over here to death row. Like, whoa, you don't want to budge. This is what we do to you, because we know you like dealing with the trainings. We know you like dealing with them Brazilian dudes. We know you like doing X, Y, Z, so it's easy to line you up. You know what I mean? And we started off the show talking about paid in full, and what Rico say to Mitch, right? How many bricks in the bag? Like, you got that in the bag right now? Like, oh, word? Like, now I'm saying? We're going to line you up and book you for your shit, and then make up a story. And the people go with it. They go along, get along. Cause like, nah. We all heard Whitney Houston say crack is whack, but we also know she was fiended out and she was on it. So when she died in the tub by herself in a hotel on Grammy night, or was it the night before the Grammys, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's unfortunate, but she was a user. You don't even blink. You don't even bat an eye. It's like, nah, clearly she had drug problems. And it's unfortunate. 31 years old, I think he leaves behind some kids, etc. For your mental health, do something. If you ain't gonna pray, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna take it up to the Most High. Meditate, do yoga, work out, run a marathon, read more, you know what I mean? Move away. Like, the earth is spacious. And I know a lot of times, it seems like everybody want to come here, and they letting them in because this is America. Move away if you can. Move from the people, places, and things that may trigger you to be depressed and down. You know what I'm saying? Try to be around people that's upbeat. And I'm a person that's upbeat. I'm not really a morning person, if you know me, even though I'm up early, right? But I'm not really a morning person. I could be talkative, but in the morning I'm probably not going to be. Be around people that's positive, that's optimistic. Everything ain't always doom and gloom. Hate being around motherfucker that, again, we all have life experiences. Life be life, and as they say. So you're gonna have days. And the good book, whether it's my good book or any good book that you can follow, as you're a human being, nobody's gonna get through life unscathed. You're gonna have death, you're gonna deal with finances, you're gonna deal with, matters of the heart. May get cheated on, your wife, you know what I mean? You may do some shit. You may lose your child in a horrible way. You're gonna deal with anguish and pain. We all are, right? But if you're around people that can help you get through it, and they upbeat, so maybe on your day down, they got you. On your day down, or their day down, you can add some positive stuff to it. You know what I'm saying? So I try to follow a lot of positive sayings and, different channels like that. So even when you're scrolling amongst all the foolery, and like Lil Wayne saying, you on a timeline where everybody like lying, in between that and the fuckery and the buffoonery remains at an all-time high, you can still see some positive shit as you scroll, you know what I'm saying? To help combat 52 Black, you know what I mean? All of the other shit. All right, let's get to some shit about Big Meech, right? It's a trending topic. A lot of people got something to say. It seems like WhaT 100 always got something to say. And I don't have his clip, but I do got the clip of this particular person. I don't know who he is. Maybe he did time in the feds or whatever. I think his name is Key Talk Media. I don't know, Mafia. I'm not sure if he's from LA or whatever. But he had this to say, and a lot of people are kind of spinning it and fake trying to say, and not even fake trying to say, some outright saying, yo, that nigga told, right? And then some people that calm down, like they always hate on a real nigga. You know, unofficial niggas always hate on the official. You know what I mean? Or some Troy Ave shit. And, you know, his legacy lives on. A lot of people, you know, for what it's worth, real quick before I let the clip spin, you know, when it comes to people coming home, and I'm one of them that came home, so I know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do no 20 years, but I did do 10, and I did a few bids, unfortunately. And I'm a hard-headed nigga who will listen, so you got what you came for. Surgery with the chainsaw. It's a DMX reference. People always seem to be, yeah, nigga came home, nigga kept it real, and woo. And like Nas said, props is a true thug's wife. It's like a cycle. Some come home, some will go in, do a bullet, come back, do the same shit again. Like, so the props is the true thug's wife, especially if you stood tall and you was a street nigga, then you went to jail, you didn't tell, you held it down, you fought the police, you fought the powers, you fought the games, you wrote briefs, you was your own fucking lawyer. Like, you know what I mean? I'm being funny. Some people do fit the bill of that. Most people just go to jail and they telling stories about how they was riding in the helicopter, they had the Batmobile, all the bitches is on their body, but they really just lying. They really just capping. No haircut today, my birthday next week. I like to wait, you know what I mean, as I get older, as I let the month go by, I see how a nigga really look and how he aged. Then I shave down to the Caesar. I don't need you from the block to the, you know what I mean, to the hot two-seater. You heard? But most people just capping. They in there lying, reliving their old school days that nobody gives a fuck about. That's one of the worst things about prison too, by the way. Side note, you know what I mean? Even though we talking about prison and we talking about Big Meech just coming home and we just got on this topic. One of the worst things about being in prison, if you never been there, obviously food is, you know how Stephen A be doing a Stephen A's list and the top 5 shit? Well, one of the top 5 things is obviously the food. One of the top 5 things is obviously your freedom being taken away. Even though you might have did the crime, but now you locked up, you got to do the time. You know what I mean? And it's definitely niggas in there living out their fucking glory days and how they had the Bentley, Ferrari, and all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? They had the block, they was down. Most of them was crackheads or drug users. Now they get in, they get their weight back, pump a little iron. You know what I mean? You on swole now. You the E-man now, or whatever it is. You the king of the bloods now. You that nigga now, back in prison. You back in your element. You know what I mean? You go there to get your weight back up. And that's the reality. I'm being funny, but I'm not. I know I often say that I'm being funny, but I'm not. That's definitely one of the worst parts of being in prison, when you in your cell trying to read, trying to pray, trying to meditate, or just you want to go to sleep. And niggas is on the gate like, yo, back in 2015, you know what I mean, niggas is on, you know what I mean, woo. We had the bottles, we had the bitches, we had the Bentleys, Ferraris, and you're like, I'm just trying to read this magazine, I'm just trying to skeet one out looking at these bitches in this fucking straight stun, and all these niggas is doing is talking about how they killed niggas, how they did this, how they had that, and it's like, bro, will you shut the fuck up? You know what I mean? Like, that's one of the worst things about being in prison. But back to Big Meech. Coming home, and you think you Big Meech, you know what I mean? You blowing money fast. Rick Ross, right? One of his biggest songs, like Blowing Money Fast with Styles P, right? I think I'm Big Meech. Larry Hoover, Whipping Work. Hallelujah. He home now, the legend, the myth, you know what I mean? The guy, he's him, right? And we watched the BMF series, and I only got through the first 2 seasons. I know it's season 3, which I didn't watch yet. I've been meaning to watch it, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Anyway, in the feds, which I do know, obviously I know people that's been in the feds. I have family members that was in the feds, did time in the feds. A couple of real rights, that's home now. Shout out to Farrah, shout out to Lou. Shout outs to other few people, you know what I mean, from my way that I know. You know what I mean, my brother was in the feds, etc. So it's a whole different animal from the state. I definitely will say that. I only did time in the state, but the feds is different. But like the, what's the word I'm trying to look for in the state now? Predetermined bids like I have. Whatever your sentence is, it's already predetermined how much time you got to do out of that. So for instance, 10 years, right, in the state, you're going to have to do 7 years and 8 months, unless you lose good time and shit. Feds, it's the same thing. It's 85% of your time. So he, Big Meech, supposed to have 30 years, right? And this guy was pretty much, let's play the clip now. Let's play the clip. No, I was getting a little winded.
You don't know. The streets are saying you third-party toll, bro, to get a time reduction. But aside from what they're saying, you were charged with 848, correct? The leader of 848. Now, the leader of 848, I mean, that's a mandatory life sentence. There's no way out of it. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. There's no way out of it. So, you know, 20 years and 30 years, you know, pleas and all that, like, we don't understand it. And let's just say, because there's strange things going on, right? Let's just say, you know, you did take 30. What you took 30? In the federals, you do 85% of your time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. So let's just do 85% of 30. 25 and a half years. So let's just say, like, you know what? You somehow squeezed wiggled up out of the mandatory life sentence what you were charged for. And you somehow took 30. Even if you took 30, you do 25 and a half years. Now, you got picked up in 2005.
I came home in 2005.
At the earliest, it should be June 2030. And that's only 2024. So, we need answers in the streets, bro. Like I said, I can't call you a snitch until I get evidence. That's just how I roll. Even though I've been in situations where I know someone's a rat, and I don't have the evidence based on circumstances. Now, I don't know you like that, but as the streets as a whole, we need answers. Okay?
Now, I don't need no answers. I'm from the streets. I'm not claiming the streets. I think at a certain age, that shit is so corny, that shit is so whack. All praises due, a nigga get some maturity, you know what I mean? You grow, and you living off locks, I mean, you living off experience like the locks I meant to say. Like the brother, whoever he was, I don't know who he was, I think that the page say, Key Talk Media Mafia, you know what I mean? Niggas is the mafia, you know what I mean? And that's you, King of the Bloods and King of the Nietas. I'm being funny, but I'm not. Some of y'all niggas need to grow up, right? That's just my personal stance. Coming from somebody that was mallowing and swallowing and swimming in the fuckery too. You know what I mean? As a youth all the way on up. You know what I mean? For a long time. I don't know if he told. I'm not saying he told. I hear a lot of chatters like WhaT said I couldn't find a clip. So I found his shit, whoever this dude is. King Talk Media Mafia. He is right about the time though. Feds, you got to do 85% of your time, etc. So if you got 30 years, then you should be doing 25 in some months. I think now it's like 19 or coming up on 20. So I don't know how that happens. But I'll just say this, because we talked about this a lot on the channel. As somebody that been in prison a few times, I don't say it to make myself look tougher. It's a lot of soft, pussy ass niggas. I'm using that, you know what I mean? Like in prison, they just got caught for the crimes they was doing. They was doing shit out here, and now they washing drawers or nigga dancing, you know, shit like that. You getting extorted, all the money your moms and your sisters sending up, niggas taking that because you soft. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality. Everybody's not tough just because they in prison or just because they come home. You know what I mean? That doesn't make them tough. And I'm not saying I'm the toughest, you know what I mean? Or I'm a killer, but don't push me. You know what I mean? Rejoice like the sweetest thing next to getting, you know what I mean? But with that being said, I'm not saying he told. I'm not saying, you know, what the allegations of people are trying to spew and tarnish his legacy, you know what I mean, for whatever it's worth. I'll just say, running the streets, being in the streets, knowing a fucking plethora of people in the streets, real niggas, killers, the gorillas, you know what I'm saying? Like real killers. And I'm not saying that in the bragging way either, because there's nothing, you know, there's nothing nice about causing people family pain, but I get it. You in the streets, you live by the gun, you're going to probably die by the gun. And this is a fake gun. You live in the streets with the gun, you're probably going to die by the gun. So if you robbing, stealing, committing murder, chances are you probably going to get murdered too. That's the reality. But I know people who took life, right? Did time, didn't tell, came home. they celebrated somewhere. It don't do them no good now. You know what I mean? Unless you're writing the book or a nigga gonna put you in the movie. But as far as the telling, when you put the beat on, I wouldn't be shocked and amazed if it come out down the line, if it don't come out soon. Because niggas be investigators. Investigative reports on some Genius shit, on the Genius album, which is a classic hip-hop album, by the way. One of the songs on that album was Investigative Reports. Dun, 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 dun. Restaurants on the stakeout, so order the food to take out. Chaos outside Swamp Steakhouse. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if niggas start pulling up the paperwork and we'd be like, damn, the nigga who made, you know what I mean, this shit, you know, cultural or, you know, fantasized it or glorified with the big motherfucking billboards when you go to Atlanta and ATL and all that, and you see, you know, Big Meech and blowing money fast, and it comes out that he told, would I be surprised? No. And the reason why is because we seen killers tell. We seen some of the realest, street shit wise, be real up to the real until they not. Like, you was real, you was marching the wooden soldiers, you was real as it can get. You know what I mean? Like, on some Hov and Jeezy, as real can get. And till that time comes, and maybe not tell initially, and like Nas said, first you tell, then you stop, like you're not really ratting, like, oh, I mean, like, you taking this 20 years or not? You taking this 25 or not? Oh yeah, I'm gonna take it. But then after 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you decide, yo, I gotta get the fuck out of here, B. I miss my family. My mom's died. My grandmother died. My grandbaby, you know what I mean? Like, my daughter graduating. My wife done got married to another nigga, had 3 kids. Like, you sitting back and you watching time, you know what I mean, fly by. You still can tell. So you real all up until the point to when you're not. That's how it goes. And it ain't no written laws, ain't no written rules. It's unwritten laws and unwritten rules, and certain people are following them because they caught in whatever zone they caught in. But when it boils down to it, niggas tell every day, B. Just not telling no niggas from Harlem. Just not telling no niggas from Atlanta or DC. Niggas cut deals all the time. So I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm not saying he did. What I'm saying is, like Biz Markie once said, when you put the beat on, you will be shocked and amazed. On the contrary, on my channel, I say, when you put the beat on, I'm not shocked and I'm not amazed. That if he told somebody like him, and you know, for the people that hold him up here, I think Rick Ross is like, oh, the streets is home, it's back to the streets and the real niggas. And it was like, bro, you was a whole CO. My nigga, you was telling niggas lock in. You was searching niggas' cells. I get it. You went to the, you know, you the drug dealer CEO, nigga. I get it. You know what I mean? You rapping about Ricky Rose from Cali. I get it. You Freeway Ricky. And you built your image off a whole nother person. So your persona is you some drug dealer business nigga. That's not really the case. But I get it. That's your image. You like, yo, the streets is home. Woo, woo, woo. Real niggas is back. A lot of real niggas never left. They just grew up. And they realized that yakisobe and that chili con corn was nothing nice. So like Ho said, I mean, like, make 40 off a brick, but one rhyme can beat that. And if someone would have told him that Ho would sell clothing, now in his lifetime, wasn't in my right mind. That's another difference that's between me and them. I smartened up, opened the market up. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4, and 8. I mean, like, y'all get the rhyme. And he celebrated for being a street drug dealer nigga, but then found a way to figure it out. And, you know, now he's a fucking billionaire, even if it's with his wife and not by himself. And a lot of, you know, obviously Hov, he get sincere on the check-in, what's the word? Great fire on the check-in. We live on Instagram and we live on YouTube. Even though Hov get a lot of flack, he is celebrated from a nigga coming from Brooklyn, Marcy Projects to be exact. And I came in the game 100 grand flat, 9 to be exact, from grinding G-Packs. Put the shit in motion, ain't no rewind. Y'all heard the lyrics, and now he's up. We celebrate him. And so for the people that's asking, I know I saw a couple other people that got a lot of channels. I know I'll be running through these YouTube streets, run across these social media platforms, and they should have never. They voices is amplified, but they like, yo, why niggas always celebrate niggas that come home? I mean, because they did what they did. You know, right, wrong, or indifferent, they still did what they did. They made it to where, whether you agree or not, I get it, killing the community is wrong. Take it from me, somebody that was doing the fuckery, right? I could stand back now as a whole grown man and say, nah, the shit that I contribute to doing bad in the community was wrong, and I wish I could change that, and I do now in my own way, right? When you get older and you live a little bit, you say, nah, I need to give more. I need to put more in the do-good card. And like Eminem says, you fucking do-gooders. Too bad you couldn't do good at marriage, and do you have any clue what I had to do to get here? Like, you try to put stuff in the do-good card as opposed to the bad card. So when the Most High say, Tony, get over here. You see the scorpion right here? Sub-Zero scorpion right here. Get over here when it's your time. You ain't looking like, damn, I ain't did no good deeds. I ain't do shit. I was just a piece of shit, cruel, scum of the earth, fuckboy ass nigga. You done. You just became a resident of Queens and you did it in done. Right. Like Prodigy, rest in peace, you're done. Because you got no good deeds to help you out. But anyway, back to, Big Meech, and they're like, yo, the niggas we sent to the store, the Butler niggas, everybody had Bentleys, Ferraris, and all that shit. Everybody rich. It ain't never really been no team like that. And I get it. They was selling drugs. They was moving bricks. They was up and down the I-95 and, fucking up the community. Over what I seen reported, I don't know if this is true, or maybe somebody told me, 600-something overdoses. So that's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, well, when a nigga say, yo, a nigga gonna be on drugs, he might as well buy it for me. He gonna go get his money to somebody else. I might as well get it. That's some people thinking, and I get it. That's fucked up too, but you're right. That's the reality. It's like, you on dope, you're not getting off, or you on crack, and you smoke crack, don't you? Right? You on coke, ain't you? Right, so you gonna come see somebody. My nigga Smoke Man Joe, what's the word? I've been getting your, now that I'm a member, shout out to my nigga Smoke Man Joe. Anybody that's fuck with the sports like I do, we gonna be giving the picks at the end of the show. Y'all can go fuck with my nigga Smoke Joe, because he know what he talking about. I'm getting the notifications now that I'm a member. I told you I was going to subscribe, try to keep my word. Plus I want to win some money. At the end of the day, they did it in a way that a lot of people don't do. A lot of people is like, yo, me, and I. And that's why, Hove like, over here we define you being rich by not you just being rich, but how many people is rich around you. Because if you the only one that got a Bentley, Ferrari in the range, and everybody else is got the Honda with the rims on it, or some lock skitch, we gonna get you the Honda, we gonna put some rims on it, and we'll be raking you. If everybody else is looking around for you to buy the bottles and all that, then your crew is weak. And as soon as when a nigga get a chance to gun you down and take your spot and do the vid about it, like Meek Mill said, and they gonna do the vid. Don't forget to put the vid up of how they smoked you and took your spot because you was greedy, you ain't have shit. You know what I mean? I appreciate you. Same here. Smoke, my guy. Same here, bro. Glad y'all doing better back out there. You know what I mean, with the hurricane and obviously losing power and shit like that. I got family member in Jacksonville, and I got family out there in Florida, as well. You know what I'm saying? So salute to everybody that made it through the storm, and anybody that didn't, that's dealing with crisis. Just hold your head. Shit gonna get greater later. You know what I'm saying? Just stay positive. But nobody did it like them, because a lot of people that have crews, like, it's just them for self. They want to be the top dog, and everybody else is under, or they workers. And you got to be mindful of people like that. I'm going to just say this last thing on that. Be mindful of people that always want to see you just a little under them. No Porzolini. For you niggas that play the pause game. Porzolini. I don't want to see none of you niggas under me, right? I'm being funny, but I'm not. I don't play the game. I'm just being funny. Told y'all 2 shows ago, my uncle, when we was, at the funeral with my grandpops, etc., he was like, yo, Porzolini, and I had never heard of that before. But anyway, watch out for the people that always want you under them. They don't never want to see you even or go above maybe it's secret competition, even though it shouldn't be, because if we getting money together, then we getting money together. And if you fucked up, then I can help you. If I run into problem, like Dane was saying, shouldn't always just be one boss. I know the clip. Everybody should be the boss and woo, so you can help each other out. You stronger together as opposed to it's just you over here and everybody else is fucked up. We all just waiting for you to bring out the bricks and bring them out, bring them out. So did Meech tell? I don't know. I doubt it. I want to say I doubt it just because of the type of dude they portray him to be. But I wouldn't be surprised if he did. What we're going to do is we're going to wait and see if niggas come with that paperwork. If they come with the paperwork, then I'll revisit this and say, yeah, I'm not shocked and I'm not amazed. If it come out like, nah, that was bullshit, niggas be real quick to run to the internet, say shit. Then when you see people in person, you ain't got no words. And I know I said this, that was the last thing before we get to the next thing. But I think we're coming up on the 2-year anniversary of Alpo getting killed. Obviously, we started the show talking about paid in full and niggas get killed every day, B. He told, he ratted, he snitched, right? And it's well known. He came right back to Harlem. Niggas ain't do, eventually what happened to him, but it wasn't over no ratting. It was over some other shit. He the only one really nigga that I know that, and I don't know him personally, you know what I mean? Stood tall on what he did, came back, you know what I mean? And was like, it is what it is. A lot of people, you know what I mean? They're not gonna do that. So let's be clear. Plus, you ain't gonna do nothing when you see niggas in person. You can say all that shit behind your phone and you talking all that shit, but when niggas roll up and they roll a window down, you know what I mean? Like stick the banana clip out and roll a window back up on some Lil Wayne shit, then it's like, oh, it's a different story. So you're really just tough behind your phone. And when you get in front of a person that you, yo, nigga was a rat, nigga was this, but now he right in front of you. Sammy the Bull, certain other type of niggas that killed niggas, but then told, you not a killer. And I'm not saying you should be a killer. What I'm saying is they took life more than once. And to quote Wu-Tang, to kill one man or kill 10, it's all the same. Besides, they can only kill you once. There's niggas that killed a few niggas. And then they made told, but now what you gonna stand in with your non-killing ass, your little shaky, little nervous, little shaky, your little shaky, nervous ass, what you gonna stand there and boast up on the killer nigga that told? You're lying and you're capping. And let's get to this next topic. Let's talk about speaking of killing. I hope it don't get to this level because this shit is crazy. Let's talk about Remy Ma, right? Let's talk about Remy Ma. She has some words for Tay-Rock, and it's all fun and games until you start threatening people with violence. Like I said, it's all fun and games. You online, you saying what you want, or to a nigga be like, oh, so you want to do something? Like K.O. Smitty used to always say something, you want to do something? Because I'll bash your fucking face in. And I'm not scared of you, police. I'm not scared of nobody. Y'all niggas is not really like that. So when the cell open up, let's see who about that life. And to quote my nigga Great Fire, you ain't about that, nah. You ain't about that life. You ain't about that, nah. You ain't about that life. You just really talking. Then when somebody pull your card, and you know what I mean, and dial your line up, there's no answers. Hello, like who you? Where you at, my nigga? Because I'm calling you and it's no pickup. This is what happened with Remy Ma and Tay-Rock, right? Save the stories right here. Shit crazy though. Shit crazy. All right, so I guess it started. First of all, let me address this before I read the tweets and all that. Did she cheat on Papoose? Did she not cheat, right? I don't know for sure, so I'm going to say allegedly, maybe kind of, sort of. I don't want to get sued. I ain't got nothing to sue for. But I also don't want to make false accusations just to be on my YouTube channel and on Instagram talking my shit, because that's what we're doing, but saying false shit. Anytime I say something that's inaccurate, then I'm going to follow back. I'm going to spin the block and say, yo, the last show, or I make a post and say, nah, I was wrong. Actually, Google said this. Or actually, the facts is this. Never going to just be running just to try to say some shit to get views. I want you to fuck with the channel, but if you don't, that's fine. But I'm not going to say some salacious, outlandish shit just to get you to view. That's not my style. All right, with that being said, now, do I think she cheated? Yeah, of course I do. And I'm not shocked and I'm not amazed. Like, you know, we went through this. I'm not going to go all the way back. I think she did. I don't know if she did for sure. But obviously with the battle with Geechee and Easy the Block Captain and the phone conversation that came out with Easy the Black Captain talking to somebody like, yo, you know, old girl was living with me. He said you was living with him. Ma, sorry. You could get mad. You could try to flag different channels and put the muzzle on. But this is what your boy said. He like, yo, old girl been staying with me. I didn't say that. He said that. He running his mouth. You know what I mean? He's sleeping with the boss. And he a little loose with it. Instead of being quiet, holding it down, clapping them cheeks, getting the bag and maneuvering, you running your mouth a little bit too much. Like you surprised you got it. You know what I mean? You surprised. And I know how that feel. Like sometimes, you know, real side note, because this is my show. We don't have no set format. I done bagged some joints that you don't really think you should have bagged, but they stopped, they fell for the game, or they fell for whatever little lines you was throwing at. All of a sudden, they're in the passenger seat. Y'all going to the hotel. Y'all going to do whatever you're going to do. Know what I mean? We going to conversate for a few, and then we going to do what we came to do. Ain't that right, boo? True? Forget to tell it we just go to the crib. You know what I mean? And, you know, light L's in the jacuzzi while you do me. Big Papa. We all done had that. If you spitting at women and you single, or even if you got a situation, but you still being a doggy dog, you know what I mean? And you out there doing what you do. You done bagged the joint like, yo, telling your nigga like, y'all bagged the fire joint. Can't believe I got this bitch. I seen her, woo. Then you find out like, oh, such and such was rocking with her. Such and such was rocking with her. Because like 50 Cent said, these niggas think their game is so sick, but they all fucking with the same bitch. So like, if one nigga, two nigga, three, like, if 5 different niggas is fucking with the same bitch, how the fuck is your game so fly? How the fuck is your game out of space and out of this world? And we all fucking with her. We all popped her. It can't be. But could it be that she's a slide? Could it be that she's for the streets? All that could be true. So anyway, this is what's going on, right? Tay-Rock, battle rapper. I don't know if he got a battle coming up or whatever. And this is what this is on the Shade on site. You know, I get all Shade Room on site, the neighborhood, you know, or even off the artist's page. Anyway, right? It says a hit dog gonna holler, which is very true. Remy Ma goes at it with battle rapper Tay-Rock after he snubbed her alleged boyfriend, Easy the Block Captain. Alleged, right? They gotta say alleged. So he's like, yo, that nigga girlfriend at home with her husband. Talking about Pat this week. I see why this. He said, I see why he dick sucking on the internet. He home alone and bored. How your girl got a husband like? So he playing on the situation, right? Remy Ma ain't like that shit at all. So she like, no. So this is another post says, what's up, Reminisce? It's Dante. I was speaking about Easy the Black Captain being bored and being angry because his married girlfriend is with her husband today. Do you know who married girlfriend is? Like, this shit, wow. Like, talking about petty and being petty. Like, know what I mean? Like, who say, I think it's Shannon. He like, yo, when they go low, we go to hell. Some people is just on that petty vibe, right? And so, this is what she had to say. She like, nah, Tay-Tay, call that nigga Tay-Tay. It's like some Shay shit. Like, any nigga with the double name, I'm not saying nothing wrong, but nigga looking with the side eye, you from the hood, like Tay-Tay, Shay. You know what I mean? What's up with all these names, my guy? But anyway, she like, nah, Tay-Tay, but I do know a bunch of niggas that don't play about me. And they don't almost be about to do nothing. What's the devil face emoji? Oh, and they start from the bosses and make their way down to the workers. The cool face emoji with the sunglasses on. She mad as a motherfucker. She like, damn. You know what I mean? It's like, I like you. You know what I mean? Now she try to play it. You know what I mean? You a good kid, nigga. Stay in your place. And like Pun Album, Don Corleone, you under us. Like niggas got out of the corner like, yo, who got this corner right here? Know what I mean? Nigga tried to wheeze me, twin. Nigga came back with the Mac and he was packing it. They like, yo, let's go kill them niggas. He like, nah, I took care of it. He like, what you mean you took care of it? He like, I was packing them back in the act. Packing the mac in the back of the egg, packing the mac in the back of the egg, packing the mac in the back of the egg, packing the mac in the. Like she like, yo, you know what I mean? You a good kid. Go write some raps or watch wrestling. By the way, I got your text earlier. You know what I mean? So she throwing little jabs, little threatening, you know what I mean? By the way, right? And I think it's like 2 more slides. I guess this is him asking her about Easy the Block Cat when it's like, yo, I asked you to put a muzzle on that nigga. I ain't disrespect you. I hate going back and forth. It's draining. I feel the same way, especially when you're going back and forth with a woman. Like, you're not going to win. You're going to drain all of your energy, and you still going to be wrong. Like, so fellas, take heed. Don't be going back, and especially on the internet. You're going to look like Boo the Fool. I'm just telling you, you can do what you want to do, but in my humble advice, my humble opinion, don't be playing tennis online with no chicks going back and forth. That's the worst thing you could do. He like, I'm going to leave this here for anybody that think I cop deuce to anybody. So now the pride is on the line, and we know pride comes before the fall. I'm not saying, you know, that he wrong, but he like, listen, I'm going to leave this right here, and I'm going to leave this right here. He like, I ain't about to be disrespected by Easy. I've been quiet long enough. You put a muzzle on that nigga talking crazy about me, or I'm going to talk how I want. And when I see that nigga, we could do whatever. So this I'm just reading the tweets. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is the last tweet. And this might be from Easy the Block Captain, the algorithm boy. You know, the Philly niggas be talking different. He like, bro, if I start talking about your, I don't know, bro, you gonna leave her. Trust me. What's up, Rim? And then that's the tweet repeat. And then Rock texting Rim acting like a bitch, nigga. Call Suge if you don't want to battle. You better tell Pap to call Suge. You've been tired to get that done. So, you know, they going back and forth online. That's the battle rap world. And then finally you got Remy like, yo.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I cheated on nobody, so I don't know what y'all talking about. Cheated on nobody, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
I ain't cheated on
nobody, so I don't know what y'all talking about. I cheated on nobody, so I don't
know what y'all talking. Like, it wasn't me. You know what I mean? Some Shaggy, it wasn't me. And deny it to the end. Like, you know what I mean? Deny it to the end. I could have jumped in the comments. A lot of women like, yo, y'all don't know if she cheated for real. They could have been separated because what happened was they been not feeling each other. So she technically didn't cheat, even though she technically still is married. And again, I don't know if she cheated. I don't know if she didn't cheat. I'm inclined to think that she did, only because of Easy the Block Captain. But as I was getting ready for this topic, I was hollering at one of my guys, and he like, yo, bro, she out of pocket. You threatening the nigga with violence, and I got a whole bunch of niggas that don't play about me. So what you saying? You gonna get me fucked up? You gonna get me off? You gonna get something to happen to me because you don't like me talking to your boyfriend or your alleged boyfriend? He talking about me. I'm being quiet. I'm not saying that I'm trying to show you respect, but I stands all I can stands, and I can't stands no more. Some Popeye shit. Like, listen, I'm not gonna keep being the butt of your jokes on some, you know what I mean? Like, on some shit. Sorry, I ain't making you the butt of my jokes. You know what I mean? But come on. But my guy was like, yo, all that shit is battle rap, Lee. He like, and I watch battle rap, but I'm not like an avid fan. Like, I ain't, you know, I don't know all the players. I haven't seen all the battles. I'm from Harlem, so of course I fuck with, you know what I mean, Murder Mook, Loaded Lux, Charlie Clip, Sean, you know what I mean, Wolf, my nigga, you know what I mean, Anthony Haney. I'm gonna say your full name, my nigga, because I went to school with you. You know what I mean? I fuck with certain niggas, you know what I mean, and I rocks with them. That was Head Ice, by the way. I fucks with my niggas, you know what I mean? Fuck with Cal, you know what I mean? Niggas is nice. And there's a few other people that I know, Hollow Don, you know, other people, but I don't know all the players like that. And I don't catch all of the battles. And I'm not subscribed to none of that shit where I'm paying for it. Maybe I should, like, yo, support. That's why niggas, you know what I mean? Shit is racial. Niggas always support other, and I'm being funny, but maybe I should. But anyway, my point is, he like, yo, that's what these niggas do. That's how they promote their battles. When they get ready to go at somebody, they get online, they start talking greasy. They have meet and greets or face-offs where they sit with each other. You know, they hyping up the match like anything like a Mayweather would do, or anybody, Conor McGregor before the fight, they selling the fight. I don't think Tay-Rock is battling Easy the Block Captain, so I think that's just like a personal thing. But my thing is this though, when it comes to women, right? And what LL said, female rappers too. I don't give a fuck, boo. Word, I'm here to crush all my peers. Rhymes of the month and the source for 20 years, niggas scared. Like, listen, Remy Ma, first of all, you don't scare nobody. You shot your little friend over a band, and, you know what I mean? Like, imagine what I do to a bitch that I can't stand. Like, we really don't believe you. Ain't your son locked up for murder? Fighting the case, and I'm not saying I like to throw no jabs at her, but I get it. You know what I mean? That's why people were saying what they were saying. Shot my best friend over a band, and, like, okay, like, that don't make you a killer. You lucky you ain't kill that bitch. And I'm being light when I say the bitch. We'll get to the BITCH in a little minute. A lot of niggas is on Lord Jamal neck. A lot of them is Democrats. And listen, I'm going to say what I feel. And I got to talk about my life and how I see it. Let's just keep it a buck like we always do. But come on, Remy Ma. Niggas not really buying that you no killer. Just, all right, you shot your friend. Maybe y'all was struggling in time. I don't really know all the details. Obviously, I remember her going, getting locked up, and you every song that you every rhyme that you said since you came home, 7 summers locked up or whatever. You ain't want to do that big. You acting like you the thoroughest of the thoroughest. I'm not buying that. Keep it a buck. Little juice bar flow. Like I told you, I was going to the juice bar past the little memorial for the little kid that was killed. Unfortunately, that's what we started the show off with. Go to the juice bar real quick. Hit you right here. We not buying that shit, Remy Ma. It ain't no grown man scared of you. And that's the thing. Like, not only is the entitlement out of this world with some of the women. And you see some of the littlest women talking crazy shit to a whole grown man. Then when that said grown man, go to hell because you being petty and you being disrespectful, and he smacked flames out of you, right? Oh, you going to jail now, bitch. For spitting on me, you going to jail now. Then the man is wrong. And he is wrong because I feel like you shouldn't be hitting on no woman. That's just how I feel. Even my disrespectful cousin or whoever, and I got some of them that be talking out the side of their neck. Then they got to call Uncle Leon, Cousin Lee, and all that. Like, yo, nigga disrespect me, nigga smack me, nigga knock my teeth out. Like, nigga knock your teeth out? What happened? You know what I mean? And you find out like, oh, you was talking crazy to a whole grown man. And, right or wrong, obviously she was in her feelings, so I'm not saying she can't defend herself in that moment. Defend her image. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't cheat on nobody. We was separated. I just ain't tell y'all niggas that. Because I don't got to tell all you niggas my business, even though I'm in the public eye. And I agree with that. But your boy said that. Your worker, your battle rapper, your top nigga. He like, yo, old girl been living with me. If I was to come out and say that, yeah, I get the bag. We get on Love and Hip Hop. I get the bag. Old boy, like, bro, what was you talking about? Now that niggas is using that same information that he said, you mad. And you like, yo, I got niggas that don't play about me. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? You sound like Hov. Put down a couple green bucks, get you cleaned up. You know what I mean? Like, oh, so you putting out hit on niggas. You like Casanova 2 times, right? And I don't know if he did that or not. Obviously, he in the feds. But anytime I hear, about so-called gang niggas or niggas that's in the streets or whatever, when you think you playing God and you putting out hits on niggas like you the mob, and you think you really all the way up here like that, that's when, that's when you get rained down on. And the Most High really show you, oh, no, you just was a sperm cell and your daddy's nuts. Then you came in the womb and your mom bore you and you couldn't read, you couldn't write, couldn't even feed yourself. In fact, you was shitting on yourself. You know what I mean? Throwing up, nigga had to burp you and wipe your nose clean, all the mucus and all that. Trying to fix this other live. We got a few lives going. We live on YouTube and we live on Instagram. You couldn't do shit for yourself. Now you get a little older, like my moms used to say, you got your little thing wet. Now you think you the man, you know what I mean? You done got some buns. You think you the man now, you think you're gonna disrespect me in this house? Oh no, sir. You're gonna get the fuck out of my house. Kid, how many little joints you skeeted off or you did shit with? That shit ain't gonna fly in my house. Right? And so that's men. You get bigger than what you think you are. You know what I mean? Besides the intelligence, without any weapons, almost any animal will knock you off. A killer fucking spider done you off and they sting you and you dead. You know what I mean? A snake will bite you and you dead. A lion will tear you to shreds with no gun, no weapon, and none of that. Only thing that puts us over the other creation that Allah put here is the mind, the intellect. That's what makes us better than them. And we can think and we ain't moving off instincts. We moving off intelligence. You know what I'm saying? But that was just a side note. But anyway, back to Remy Ma and the threatening and all that. But you gonna put a couple of green bucks down on my guy? Get him cleaned up? Cause he on the internet like, yo, check your boy. Check your boyfriend. And again, I don't know if they working it out. Cause he was like, yo, she with her husband this week. Maybe they are trying to work it out. Baron effect 1, what's the word? Or ball 1 effect, what's the word? I don't know if they're gonna work it out. I know at one point in time, they was black power, they was black love. A lot of us, well, I ain't gonna say me, because I wasn't watching reality TV and I wasn't caught up on that wave. But a lot of people, especially a lot of women, yeah, you know, black power, black love, I love Papoose, I love this, I love that. They was rooting for them. They wanted to see them stay together, then come to find out, they just ordinary people and they only human. And they probably didn't work out. She probably got tired of the nigga, you know, being who he was, always all up under him. And he put up on the pedestal, and some women ain't gonna like this. When I say like you supposed to put your woman on the pedestal, yeah, when you know that she worth it, when she proved her worth to you, now you can put up on the pedestal. You just can't put anybody on the pedestal without vetting them first. And like Slick Rick said, treat her like a prostitute. Don't treat no girly world until you show her the scoop. Because all they do is they hurt and trample. Listen up closely, because myself, you know what I mean? Like, gave 3 examples of niggas, you know, jumping the gun, putting the woman all the way up here. They didn't deserve it. And you find out like she was getting fucked by the mailman. You find out that she pregnant by your best friend. You find out that everybody hit her and you wifed her up. Like, damn, I'm the only one that wifed up? Yeah, nigga. We tried to tell you. You know what I mean? We tried to tell you. You know what I mean? We tried to tell you. But you was so caught up. And that pussy, when you throw it in the air like sunshine or some Harlem Nights, you was caught up. Maybe you wasn't really getting that coochie like that. And she put it on you. Speaking of coochie, hello, kid. You know what I mean? Like, 183, and I'm being funny. We all done been buzzing with, you know what I mean, on some Jordans and John Witherspoon or whatever you're from Boomerang, and don't be whipped by that pussy. Whip that. Like, we all gotta, you know, go through some things and you find out. But the thing is, if they do work it out, then you know that's good for them. They got a child together. She going through some shit with her own son who is grown, by the way. If they do end up working it out, am I going to be mad? No, I'm not going to be mad. Am I going to get on here talking ill of Papoose? Like, yo, he's a sucker. He this, he that. He married her. He had a child by her, or she had a child by him. If they get together, they get back together. Do I think he should get back together with her? No, but that's my personal opinion. But if he don't listen to me, because I'm nobody, and he get back with her, even though she been going back and forth with this nigga, I'm going to say, yo, he did what he thought was best for him and his family and his daughter. And I'm going to leave it at that. You ain't going to hear me say nothing else about it. You know what I'm saying? It'll be what it's going to be. But all of the violence, and you're going to, you know, send the goons, and niggas ain't scared of Remy Ma. Niggas ain't running these streets scared of you. I get it, you got money, and, you know, money do make people do, you know, you go pay some little dirty niggas or somebody that don't got none, that's starving out the mouth, and they willing to crash out and jump on that Yakisobe line because some chick that's in the film. A lot of niggas done got killed over a chick. A lot of niggas done got killed over their ego, either over a bitch or a couple of Cinos. It's rough in the GHETTO. Gotta learn how to hear no evil and see no. I spit nothing but acid like amino. Still good for your skin though like a vino. That's a Jadakiss reference. And pretty much what he was saying is a lot of niggas get killed over their ego, either over a bitch or a couple of C notes. It's rough in the GHETTO. So yeah, I'm sure she could go Remy Ma go to the projects, maybe one of her little cousins or maybe one of the little Bloods or the king of the Crips. Like, yo, this nigga talking crazy about me. I got 20,000. And then you end up like the niggas that's locked up for killing Young Dolph, who we talked about on the last live. Or was it the live before last live? And now we looking at Yo Gotti, the feds, that is not me, but, and I'm not pushing this on them, this is already what's out there. Because you paid $50,000 to the lawyer of the people that, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to be back in jail? And you're going to be leaving your daughter? You already left your son, now you're leaving your daughter because you was in your feelings over a nigga talking the truth about you and your situation. You don't like that your shit is public and it's out there. And you send some niggas to catch an assault case, God forbid, they catch a body about a week ago. And now you back in. Can you imagine the headline? Remy Ma put out a hit. And I mean, and I'm not wishing that on the brother Tay, but I'm just saying, when you go online, you feeling in your feelings because you should never put no shit online like that. Like, yo, I got some niggas that don't play about me, and they started the bosses, and they worked their way down to the workers. What? Bitch? Like, bitch, who you think you talking to? Like, and I'm being funny, but I'm not. Like, who you think you talking to? You think you that gangster? Just because you got a couple dollars and you a celebrity? And you gonna put out hits or you gonna put online where people could see the paper trail that you gonna get a nigga assaulted? You wildin'. And if I was in your camp, I would be advising you to delete them tweets even though once it's on the internet, it ain't going nowhere. Be a little easy, because you wildin'. Plus, ain't nobody scared of you. Ain't nobody scared. You ain't gonna do nothing. You might go at a bitch or something, like you said, you know, imagine what I do to a bitch that I can't stand. All right, you can fight. You know how many Bronx bitches and Harlem, Brooklyn bitches that can fight? See this shit all the time. World star. If you that gangster, then go to MMA. That's how you prove it to me. Prove it to me by doing that. K.O. Smitty used to say, and K.O. was a gangster. By all means, gangster. Not just gangster because you kill 100 niggas in the street. Gangster because he ain't scared of the authorities. See, a lot of niggas that kill me, they'll kill you. They'll kill your cousin. You mean niggas killed your cousin and you ain't gonna do shit? No, niggas that kill me, come outside, kill me right in front of my moms, my sister, my loved ones, my lady or whatever. Think nothing of it. Go to jail, get big props. Yeah, I killed that YouTube Popovich nigga. And I mean, just keep it in the buck. You ain't gonna kill the Marines, and I'm not saying do that. You ain't gonna go against the government. You ain't gonna put on and really get down. See, KO was about that life. No matter who you are, no matter what color you got on, he about that. So that's why I say he gangster, because he not gonna just kill a nigga with green on. He gonna kill a nigga in gray on too, blue too. Anybody can get it, not just opportunists. That's the difference with a lot of niggas. You know what I mean? When you got the numbers, you gangster. When it come to me and but you're black, you gangster. When it come to them other motherfuckers, oh nah, y'all niggas is set. Y'all niggas is soft. Y'all niggas is in line. You fall in line. You gonna go with the program. You're not gonna get busy. You're not. You just gonna get busy with me, cause I look like you. And what makes you ashamed of being black? That's you, fellas, talking to a lot of y'all niggas, and don't go busting your head against the wall. That's what the white man wants you to do. Yeah, for me, you gangster, you super gangster, you Noriega. And what, you super gangster. But when it comes to them crackers and them polices, y'all niggas do everything right. Niggas tell you to stand dick to butt, no Pozzolini. Shouts to my uncle. I'm gonna forever think about you now, like on some Pozzolini. Now they make you stand in jail or Rikers in them, no, stand feet to hill, nigga. You standing behind a whole nother man, you know what I mean, with your manhood on his butt. No pause. You ain't gonna say no to that. Nigga tell you, yo, bend over and spread your cheeks. You ain't gonna say no to that. KO don't do that. KO, he don't do that. Since I know him, I met KO in 1997 when I first came in. First jail I went to was Comstock. He told me about it. I didn't believe him. Then we had that institutional search, and the police was at his cell 12, and I was in 11. They like, all right, drop your boxes now, turn over and bend over. He said, I don't do that. Officer says, what? Said I gave you a direct order. Turn around, spread your cheeks. He said, I don't do that, and if you ask me to do that again, when this gate open, I'm going to bash your fucking face in. I'm on my next cell like, oh, shit. This nigga is Superman. And, you know, the stories is real. Shout out to K.O. Smitty a.k.a. John Smith. But a lot of y'all not going to do that. You're going to do what the police say. You're going to do what the establishment say. But when it comes to me and we disagree, you're going to go get your gun. You're going to go get your razor and cut me. You're going to go extort me. You're going to go kill niggas that look like you. When it comes to the other, you're not going to do nothing. And that's why I don't respect a lot of you niggas. You know what I mean? That's why I don't respect it. Like, so Remy Ma, you gangster, let me see you get in MMA. Let me go see you fuck some bitches up. You online talking real gangster to, you know, to a whole man. Whether he in the wrong or not, like, what you gonna do? You gonna threaten a nigga online? Like, we don't got the proof of this shit? So I just think that was just out of line. Let's get to this next shit, though. And we got time today. All right? I got nothing but time today. Let's get to this next topic. Let's talk about Angel Reese, right? She been spinning in the clip lately, and a lot of people had things to say about it. Obviously, I'm gonna give my spill on it. Do I have her here saying what she said? Let's see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. She pretty much was just speaking about living above her means. Where's the videos at? Angel Reese, where's it at? Seen it on somebody else's channel, but I still want to view it here, girl, right here. I think she was responding to
Oh, man. So, after Perrin got the...
Here she go right here.
And pays them bills, baby. I just hope y'all know that WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills.
Damn. That's crazy.
Literally. I'm trying to think of like my rent for where I stay at. Let me do the math real quick.
Let me do the math real
I
quick.
cover that. Yeah, it covers that. It definitely covers that.
What is my... I don't even know my salary.
She don't even know her salary.
Okay.
That's wild.
Times...
Here, I'll do it.
Yeah. I don't even know my salary. Does it? Let me see. You don't even... Yo! I'm living beyond my means!
I'm living... That shit had me right there, I ain't gonna lie. I'm living beyond my means!
No, my rent is more than that.
That shit had me dying though, like, I mean... Her rent 8,000. That shit up there.
I'm living beyond my means. Like y'all think. Babe, if y'all thought... It's like... Let me stop. I don't even know my salary for WNBA.
I think
That WNBA check don't pay a thing. Did I even pay my car note?
She don't even pay my car note.
Yeah, I think it pays your car note.
Yeah. I ain't doing it the thing.
I think it pays my car
Oh,
note.
when is that other hot tea coming out?
That's sad because that really shows you, like, obviously you're fortunate
She is fortunate.
To be in a
or
good
you have
situation.
other
I know.
streams of income, but think about how many people don't and have to actually live off
Totally
that.
true.
I know.
That's really sad.
I wouldn't even be able to get a sandwich if I wanted to.
Yeah, no, you
I wouldn't be able to
I eat
eat. I wouldn't be able
sandwiches
to
all
live.
the time. Like,
especially in a city like
That's
Chicago,
crazy.
Yeah.
New York, like that's crazy. And you make the same amount of money if you live in New York, California, which are the most expensive states,
Man,
I know.
versus if you live in
Like imagine
Minnesota.
where
Yeah.
like Cam and here and
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, and their
Damn.
tax rate is so much higher.
And I want to live somewhere safe, so
So crazy. Crazy.
crazy.
crazy.
We're gonna make more money, though.
Crazy.
Okay,
Like,
so
I'm
in
about to
some of
make
the
more
comments,
money.
people saying, babe,
Anyway, so my thing is this, right? First of all, I'm not mad at her. You know what I mean? Number one, and she looked good, by the way. Let's keep it a buck, right? You know, people was putting the Ice Age shit up, and it's no capping, or no simping. Simping ain't easy. I think Angel Reese is an attractive young lady, right? Tall, nice glass of water, etc. You know what I mean? She ain't perfect, but I think she's attractive. Now, with that being said, came out number 2 or number 8 or whatever she came out. Obviously, she gonna be forever tied to Caitlin Clark. The whole, you know what I mean, ring finger, your wrist bling bling, my shit bling blah. My pinky ring talk. It say 50, I'm sick. That's why these haters is on my, like, you know what I mean? Like, she gonna be ever tied to that. Obviously, Caitlin Clark came out, balled on these bitches. Balled on these bitches. Got the Rookie of the Year, made the playoffs, got bumped out in the first round. And Angel Reese, she had the injury, so they didn't make the playoffs. I think she got a couple of votes to be Rookie of the Year, but ultimately it went to Caitlin Clark, and rightfully so. You know what I mean? She's still a talented basketball player, and you know, what's she supposed to do? Now, outside from the, I don't want men sexualizing me. You know what I mean? That's a wild statement, considering she on Wild 'N Out, considering she on motherfucking stage with Waka Flocka and what's Waka Flocka on one of his biggest songs, whatever that song is. Girl, the way you moving got me. I seen the clip spinning and she up there dancing with him and shit, letting her booty clappers clap. You know what I mean? And all that aside, cool. She just capitalizing off of her celebrityism. You know what I mean? She young, she a tenderoni. You know what I mean? She's single, ready to mingle, and she probably out there doing them more. I wouldn't be surprised if she turned into a rapper. Keep it a buck. Like, she seemed like she fit the rapper vein. Like, Ice Spice could do it, Sexy Red could do it. Shit, I'm nice at basketball. I look better than these bitches. You know what I mean? Like, all I gotta do is get somebody to write some raps for me, and then I'll be a rapper. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's what she's gonna do. I keep seeing people like she's gonna do fans only. I don't think she's gonna do fans only. I don't think she has to do fans only, which is fortunate for her. She got endorsement deals. She got her own podcast now, which we will talk about in the very next topic, being how we talk about Angel Reese. But for the people that like Joe Buttons, right? Because that's who she was responding back to, who like, yo, I wish she'd just sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down and do what? The season is only 4 months, 3 months. Nobody really watches the WNBA. Like, let's keep it a buck, right? I don't watch it. The championship is going on now, and I haven't watched not 1 minute of the championship. In fact, the Minnesota Lynx, I am up on current events, so I know the Minnesota Lynx tied the series up 2-2. And in fact, I had Minnesota the first game with that 6 points, and I won some money, right? On a parlay. They tied the series up. Anestu, whatever her name is, from the New York Liberty, and I'm rooting for the New York Liberty because I'm from New York, and the Liberty haven't won nothing. I know being locked up on my first bid or whatever when the Liberty was playing against the Houston Comets with Cheryl Swoops and Cynthia Cooper and all of them, and we had Teresa Weatherspoon, who was the coach of the Chicago Sky, right? And they fired, and you're fired, and they got her up out of there. And do you ever think about when you up out of here? Your record deal, video out of here, your Mercedes Benz, and your job as an NBA coach, you out of here. They fired her. What's she supposed to do? She got the celebrityism, she got the looks, and people like Caitlin Clark is focusing solely on basketball, and I get it. Some people is Kobe Bryant as far as the mama mentality. They live, sleep, eat, shit, breathe basketball, or acting, or boxing, or skiing, or drawing, or rhyming, or whatever it is. Some people just let their craft engulf them, or they get engulfed in their craft and they become better. They hone their skills. Salute to them, because it's very hard to do that. When people hitting your line like, yo, we going to the club tonight. People is like, yo, we doing this, we doing that. And you're like, nah, I'm writing this movie script, Ice Cube. I'm doing XYZ. I'm locking in. I'm not going out with y'all, Shaq. And that's why Kobe was ostracized. And that's why they looked at him like, you little bastard ass nigga, like, yo, we over here doing XYZ and you don't want to fuck with us. You don't want to show no camaraderie with us in the foolery. You in the gym at 7 in the morning or 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning working on mama mentality. So maybe Caitlin Clark is of that vein. She ain't got the looks Angel Reese got. I don't even think it's a comparison far as to me as a man. I don't know what other people is looking at, but I know who I'm choosing. Like, you know what I mean? Bacon, egg, and cheese or steak and eggs. Like, which one you choosing, my nigga, with the great welches on the side? I know which one I'm choosing. Come on, let's be clear. However, ain't nothing wrong with her getting all wild out. Ain't nothing wrong with her, getting them endorsement deals or having the podcast, in my opinion, because the WNBA, ain't nobody watching that shit. We can say what we want, yo, the numbers is up. Last year it was New York Liberty, it was the Aces, they was back-to-back champs. I ain't watched that shit. This year, New York Liberty back in the finals. I ain't watching that shit. And every year they owe, or they in the red. The NBA got to subsidize. This is topics and stuff we talked about already ad nauseum. Until they figure out how to be profitable so they can get paid more. Now I know they got the chartered flights now, etc. What's she supposed to do? She like, yo, my rent is $8,000. Yeah, she could get something that's more affordable. $8,000 is a lot, especially to be in Chicago. She may not be there that long. She on a rookie contract. She might get injured. She already got injured this year. I don't know if their contracts is guaranteed like the NBA. I would have to Google that. I don't know. If you know and you're in the comments and you're watching, hit a like button, hit the subscribe button, but also let me know if the WNBA contracts is guaranteed, because I don't know. I know the NFL is not guaranteed. I know the NBA is guaranteed. But what's she supposed to do? Sit home on her hands, wait till the season roll around, and then get a $80,000 salary again? I mean, if you can capitalize off your intellectual property, if you can capitalize off your likeness, off your celebrityism, people want to book you for a walkthrough, people want you to come on a podcast, people want you to come to their fashion week, or they want you in the movie, go do that shit. You can multitask. She a young woman, so in that regards, I don't see nothing wrong. But now let's get to the sexualization, right? Because she did come out, she did say she said she wished men would stop sexualizing her. And I remember after they won the championship in college, over Iowa and Caitlin Clarkson and all that. And I didn't know who she was. I did watch a little bit of that game when she did this. And the only reason why I watched it, I didn't know who she was. I knew who Caitlin Clark was because of Stephen A. Smith. He was like, yo, telling you she could shoot from 30. You know how he be saying, like, Steph pull up from 30 and Kevin Durant, you know, the great shooters in the NBA. And he was like, she is the female Steph Curry. So when he said that, and I forget, I was in the house doing something in the living room, and I realized the game was on. So I'm like, yo, let me see who this chick is, just to give you some clarity. And I watched a little bit of the end of the game. Let's be clear, I didn't watch the whole game. I didn't sit down with my food and get ready for, you know, the female college championship. That's not what I did. I happened to see it on the timeline or whatever. So, oh, let me check it out. Iowa chick, that's the chick Stephen A. talking about. Let me see what it's hitting for. I believe she had a good game, and obviously we know who won and we know all of that. Boom. That's how I found out about Angel Reese. But then after that, this is why I'm bringing it up. All of a sudden on my timeline on YouTube, seeing a lot of her videos dancing and, you know, in little skimpy clothes. And, you know, obviously she was in college or fresh about to be going to the WNBA. And I was saying to myself, like, damn, maybe I liked the one video or something, but talking about like the timeline on the algorithm was just showing. Some with her teammates, some by herself. And I'm like, I get it. She won the championship. That's why they about to make her the next big star. A lot of little skimpy clothes or just shit women be wearing nowadays. Let's keep it above. You can't even say that it's skimpy or it's inappropriate, because in a lot of women's minds, that's just the attire of today. The little spandex, the shit that got the split in the middle where your butt cheeks are separated. That's just regular wear nowadays. Like, yo, we can see both of your ass cheeks because of the split. And I'm sure it's a woman that made that shit. They're like, I need all the attention in the world, so instead of the regular spandex, I'm going to put that little elastic in between that separates the butt cheeks so that when you walk and that shit look crazy, shit crazy. And to have men like me that love women, you know what I mean, that we fuck with the women, we looking like, damn, like, you know, how you getting them jeans? How you got all them ass in them jeans and them hands all in them jeans? That's what niggas be saying. I'm being funny, but I'm not. But anyway, she was on the timeline a lot. And a lot of doing a little TikTok dances. And I'm like, damn, I don't follow her page. I mean, how the fuck she keep coming up on my timeline? Fast forward, you see her walking into the games with the little outfits on. She got the little shoesy shoes on. You know what I mean? The little skimpy outfits. And, you know, she's attractive. So, you know, nigga gonna look. You know, nigga gonna be looking, you know what I mean? And so when you say, I don't want men to sexualize me, newsflash, men sexualize damn near everything, like heterosexual men, when it comes to the opposite sex. We sexualize damn near everything. Even when you got the most modest shit on, when you walking, what's a great movie about this? To understand the workings of a man, for people, for the ladies, like, where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Like, where's the ladies at? The Chris Rock movie, I think it was I Love My Wife. And I don't remember them all in the movie, but I remember either in the beginning of the movie or in the middle of the movie, I think he takes the Metro North every day or the Amtrak to work every day. And, you know, when he's going to work on the train, they're showing different women. And these women got business suits on, they got blazers, they got skirts on, high heels, some got hats on, makeup, some, nice boobies, some not nice, but like different various type of women. And as the director of the film, he's making it like you in Chris Rock's mind. So when he walking past, say, a woman on the train, that's, going to work like him. And he looking at the lips, say they got some lip gloss on. In his mind, he like, damn, the lips look good. I know she probably give a mean Toppington. When the lady sit, she cross her legs, she got the skirt on. He looking at the shaved legs and the smoothness of the legs. As a man, you admiring all of the different, stuff that come with being a woman and being a man attracted to women. That's what the message or the image they was trying to push. So I'm bringing that up to say it's not really sexualizing, but it is, but it's not. But this is what men do. You in the supermarket, you in the aisle, you going to get your Doritos and your sandwich bread for your sandwiches on Sunday Funday football. You see a joint in the, in the aisle, bending over to get the cookies, and you looking. You might have a thought, like, oh, that. You know what I mean? That's just what men do. I'm sure women do it too. Sure, women do it too. And today, in today's climate of being sexually liberated, I'm sure women do it too. You see a nigga in some nice jeans or some sweatsuit or a nice fitted shirt, and you see a nigga toned up or whatever, and you probably like, damn, I know that nigga could pick me up and eat my box, or that nigga could pick me up and hit me from the back. I'm sure y'all say these things or to your friends. A girl was in the gym today, and was a nigga in there doing 315. He had the beard, he had the shade, he had the dye in his hair. He could take me to, what's the other movie, Love Jones, with Nia Long and Lorenzo Tate, and she was telling her friends, and her friend like, girl, give me all of the details. And y'all heard how Nia Long described it. It was just from a woman's perspective. Tammy Hawkins, what's the word? Like, y'all talk the same shit. Some of y'all more vulgar than men, and that's just what it is. So to say that you don't want men to sexualize you, I mean, do you want us to be gay? And if you're gay, then you're gay. That's you. You're going to come out in your own way. I'm not gay. And so when I see a woman, I'm going to appreciate it, especially if she showing a little bit more than what she possibly should be showing. It is what it is. That's just what men are going to do. It doesn't make us bad. Doesn't make us cheaters. It just makes us men. That's all it is. Whether you're in a strip club or you in the gym, you see a joint and you can see a whole box. You can see her whole ass cheek split down the middle. You're going to look. And you're probably going to say, damn, I'll bust her ass. You know what I mean? I'll probably do her dirty. That's just what it is. Same way if you see a nigga in some sweats and he got a print that looks appealing to you, ladies, you probably like, damn, nigga, third leg is sitting on swole. And Scorpios, we the best. You probably start fantasizing like, damn, I wonder if I can deep throw. I wonder. This is just what humans do. Maybe we're a little more inclined to do that now because everybody is sexually liberated and you can't, put restrictions on people and, oh, you shouldn't be this way and, oh, you shouldn't. A woman could come out in a cat suit and have her whole box showing. Hey, she could do it. Men shouldn't say nothing. We can look, but we can't say nothing. That's the era we kind of live in. So the Angel Reese, get your money. I'm not mad at you. Maybe a lot of brothers is mad that you flex, because that was a big flex. You're like, yo, my rent is $8,000 a month. That's a lot. You come to Harlem, where I'm from, and you go to downtown Brooklyn or somewhere, and they're going to charge you $3,000, $4,000 for a one bedroom, a studio, $3,500, small ass kitchen, mid-sized bathroom, neighbor making all type of noise, no fucking recycle, soup ain't shit. Like, yeah, you moving into a neighborhood like that where they charging you $4,000 for a one bedroom. She paying $8,000 for somewhere nice in Chicago. Don't hate on her. I mean, figure it out. That's my stance. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of Angel Reese, because everybody got a platform nowadays, I'm not mad at her for having her platform. This is another video that I seen. I won't even play the video. I'll talk about it from this stance. Kayla Nicole, right? This was Travis Kelce, his ex-girlfriend. And we spoke about her when they broke up, you know, how she was with him, the white guy. You know what I mean? And you could be who you want to be. I got family members that's married to white folks and vice versa. Divesting, as they call it, and you a divester. You could be whoever you want to be as long as they treating you the way you want to be treated, as long as they honoring you and they doing right by you. That's my stance. Like, the Most High made us all, even though sometimes motherfuckers be like, yo, you know, that's the devil and, you know, this and that and, you know, racism and, you know, slavery. All those things is true too. But at the end of the day, the heart is going to love who the hearts love. You're going to want to be with who you want to be with. So that's my stance. I'm never on some, yo, you shouldn't be married to no Asian. You shouldn't marry no white person. You shouldn't be with no Latino person. You know what I mean? I don't care who you with. I will have one little caveat. If you always screaming some pro-black shit, this is only for the people that's always like, yo, black this, black that, black, 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 black. If you marry outside the race, I'm not saying you can't do it. You still could do what you want because this is your life and we only get one. And la, 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 la. Wait till you get your money. Like, do whatever you want with your life while you have it, right? Because we never know when we're going to be out of here. I'm not going to buy what you're selling. That's the only thing with me. Like, if you want some black people this, black people struggle, they had us like this, it's racial, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. Then you got a white woman or a white husband or an Asian husband, you know, it's just like, like, I hear you. Like, I hear you talking, but you married to somebody that don't look like you. So you're talking all this black shit, but the person that you're with is not black. So you're not really believable in my eyes. Again, you could be with who you want to be. Love is love. You know, we only get one life. It's one life, one king. You know what I mean? Like now, it's one life, one soul, so there only can be one king. Be with who you want to be with. Just don't talk that black shit to me. Just don't be one of them advocates for black, 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 black. But then you got somebody on your arm that's not black. Whether you a man or a woman. Your kids is biracial. Like, hold on. What happened to all of the black shit? Why you couldn't find nobody suitable to fit the black shit you was talking about? You with a whole Irish person? And again, there's nothing wrong with none of the races. What I'm just saying is, if your platform is about black this, black that, we need black folks, we was this, we need this, it's racial, man. Like Mark Lawrence and Boomerang, yo, it's racial. Then we look on your page and you got the Kimberly Martin, you got the Kamala Harris, you got the, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, you're not even with a black person. So you talking this black shit, but you're not even with a black. To me, that doesn't really make sense. I'm not saying you can't love, but temper down on the black shit then. Probably take a step back. Don't be as boisterous with what you're saying when we're looking at your photos. It's a whole mixed family. Like, damn, but where's the blackness? I thought black love was, I thought black was the foundation. I thought we was here, but you over there with it. That's my only stance, right? So now with that being said, let's talk about Kayla Nicole. So she was on Angel Reese's show. I don't know what her show is, but I know she do got her own platform. And we know that she was with the other, Kelsey, right? They dated off and on for 5 years. I spoke about it when they had broke up. Before he got with Taylor Swift, by the way. And she was like, yo, he made her pay half and, you know, woo, 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 and Come to find out, on the Angel Reese podcast, Angel Reese, I forget how the question was asked, and I got the video, I'm not even going to play it. Anyway, she asked her, and then she answered, like, she asked Angel Reese, like, do I look like I go half and half? Do I look like I'm going to go 50-50 with somebody? And of course, you know how the women be doing, Angel Reese was like, no, you know what I mean? And I think Kayla Nicole, she look good. She's another attractive woman, right? Body is good, face look good, you know what I mean? I don't know how her personality is and her attitude is, as she's a nice woman to be around, and she's pleasant to be around. I'm sure when everything is hunky-dory and everything is going good, she probably is. And then she probably got her times when she being a bitch. She be like, damn, why did I even fuck with this bitch? Because obviously Travis Kelce was like, it was fun to be around, but I'm over here with it. And he went back home, and he just was having fun with the black joint. So anyway, on that same podcast, and I won't talk really about this, about the Tiana Taylor, how she dressed up for us, Halloween. Halloween is coming, my birthday is coming, it's that same weekend. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the Halloween baby, shout out to all the Scorpios. We the best, DJ Khaled. But anyway, she like, y'all ain't gonna do 50-50. She got the attention of Cam and Mace. I bring them up because their platform is big. And Cam was like, you know, hearing that answer, you look ugly. And Mace was like, yeah, you see where that got you? You had a whole 100% by yourself. Now my thing is this, you know, in light of my grandfather passing, rest in peace, man. He may the Most High have mercy on him. You know what I mean? His birthday coming up a day before mine, 26. I'm the 27th for those that's, if you want to know. And him and my grandmother been married over 35 years, right? And I told y'all, if y'all rock on my channel, I appreciate you. You know, I got a lot of married couples in my family. My mom's and them just celebrated on the day, you know, of the burial. That was their anniversary, you know, over 30 years, right? Been together over 37, 38 years, right? In total. My aunt over 20, my uncle over 20. You know what I mean? Like my other cousin. Marriages is in my family, right? And I believe in marriage. I was once married, for those of you knew and you don't know. And then I got divorced. And I filed for divorce, right? Those days, people still get married, you know what I mean? Obviously, but it is on a decline. Let's be clear, let's be blunt, let's be factual with it, right? Although it may not be something that is good to talk about, like, yeah, you know, black folks ain't really getting married like that. And to see, you know, what my grandma had, with my grandfather, my moms, and Papa G, who we just celebrated his birthday. I love you, Papa G, right? Not saying those days is completely over, but with women talking like this and women being entitled, who the fuck want to marry you? Why would I get married when I got to hear like, yeah, and I look like this? Do I look like I'm going to be doing 50-50? No. You look attractive. You look good. You look like a nigga smash and grab your hand, spank your ass, send you on your way, and you could do your whole 100% by yourself. Like, you don't need me to do 50-50. I got it. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to do 50-50 with you. I'm not going to do 70-30 with you, 80-20 with you, because you so entitled to my money, to what I work for. And even if we got it together, it's just like some of the rhetoric that comes from some of these modern women, I'm using that now, and in light of the Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, because I never was using that term. I never even viewed it that way. But we are living in modern times. We're living in 2024, a long way from the 60s, a long way from the 30s, or even the 50s when my mom was born, or my grandfather in the 50s, when they had to, you know, court women and do certain things, and they singing the doo-wop songs, and just to take you on a date and have a cup of coffee and a cake, and we're gonna get married, and we're gonna jump the broom, and we're gonna struggle together, get rich together, have all my babies, etc. A lot of that black love and them days is over. It just really is. And again, people still get married, and again, I believe in marriage, and I would do it again. But what's the incentive? When you hear women like her, like, yo, I'm not even doing, so it's not even just financially, so you ain't gonna be supportive, you ain't gonna, you know, do anything to make it easy on me. It's just me carry the whole load until I'm old and gray, I die out, leave you my pension, leave you my motherfucking IRA, my Roth account, leave you all of my investments, and that's it? And you just get the free, what is it, soft girl era life? Nah, drizzle, bitch, he ain't doing none of that. Because what's the incentive for me? You're going to get the life insurance, you're going to get the pension. What's the incentive? When you hear talk like that, and then again, it's like for a nigga that's worth it. You know what I mean? Not a nigga that proved himself in the sense of he showed you he was for you. Not just any nigga. A nigga that, or a man that shows you he loves you, he was down for you. He wanted to build with you, be with you. You still ain't going to bring nothing to the table but just looks and attitude and box that's possibly used already. couple of niggas done hit it already. It's not even new. You know what I mean? Like, it's still tight, but it's not new. I'm not getting nothing that somebody else ain't had. Same way you, what's the girl name? Tiffany Haddish and the Girl Trips movie, when she took the grapefruit but she did all that. Yeah, you doing that to me, but you did that to somebody else before me. Before him. Before him. I'm 3rd, 7th, 8 on the list. It feels good. Like, it's amazing. You know what I mean? Like, you throw it in the air. It's like sunshine, but it's not exclusive. And yeah, I get it. I may not be exclusive either. You know, your community, they got chicks be trying to, you know what I'm saying? But the point is, that's why men don't want to get married. What's the incentive? For me to, especially if the man got money. And he came to the table with a lot more than you got. Now I get it, both of y'all came to the table. I'm sitting on some millions, you sitting on some millions, then yeah, you could go with what you came with. I'm gonna leave with what I came with, and it's cool. But if I'm the only one came to the table with some millions, and I don't put it on the line, blood, sweat, and tears, and dun 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 dun, dun, like my life's on the line, only for you to be unappreciative, to, you know, show the ungratefulness and show that, you know what I mean, you really just here for a check and waiting for shit to go south so you can file for divorce and take me for half. Why the fuck would I get married? And that's why these dudes is spinning these chicks like tops, sending them on their way. There ain't no value. You ain't get no value. It sounds harsh, but that's really just the reality. Yes, you look good. Your box is good. The throat is good, right? Like all this stuff, you a freak. We get it. You satisfied in bed. But after that, all right, you can make a ham sandwich, but after that, you a headache. It costs to maintain you. The baddie, boss type chicks, and then I'm not benefiting. I'm only benefiting sexually. That's it. Too many chicks are selling their buns, whether it's fans only or not Backpage no more, but whatever these escort sites, and I get it, some guys may be like, that's some simp shit or whatever, but a lot of times niggas with the money is like, no, I'm not paying to be with you. I'm paying for you to leave after it's over, and not to call my phone no more. I'll call you. I don't want to be bothered. I'm busy building or doing some shit. I don't need the, what you doing? You coming to pick me up? You know, I don't need the arguments, who you with and all that. Nah, I'll call you when it's needed. We do what we do. You get your feet, and you go on your way. And I get it. Some niggas don't need that. Some brothers don't need that because of who they are. Chicks gonna do it anyway. I get that part, of course. It's always gonna be that scenario where one guy gotta pay or they gotta go and do the most, and then it's the other guy that don't gotta do shit just because she likes him. He gets everything. Of course, it's gonna be that way. But the point is, when you hear her say that, man, I mean, women is bigger. I'm like, yeah, you look too good to be doing 50-50. And then what? Lastly, before we get off this topic, what does that say about the women that don't look good? The average Kevin Samuels, you average at best, right? And Shorty that he said was average, she was making $100,000 a year, right? If you remember the episode, and I remember because that's what made him go viral, right? And she like, well, I'm making $100,000, I just can't find nobody on my level. And he started asking her the questions. She called, and y'all remember the show, right? Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. I don't know. Kayla Nicole was making $100,000 or over. She might be, but even the woman that's making that, right? She like, well, I can't find nobody. She don't look like Nicole. I think Kayla look way better, and it's no knock on the other sister. We just basing off looks and what's more aesthetically pleasing to the eye, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But what I'm saying, if I had to choose a chick that Kevin Samuels like, yo, you average at best. Take away the child, because I think she had 1 child or 2 kids. Take away the kids, just looks wise. I know who I'm going to choose, right? Even if one is probably bad for me. What about the one that don't look good? So they got to go 50-50 because their looks is not that pleasing, but you look good, so you don't got to go 50-50? It's like a slap in the face to the women. And speaking about disrespect and calling bitches and all that, which we about to get to next, ain't that disrespect to the unattractive women, the women that's not that attractive? If you keeping it a buck and you know you a 6, adjustable 6, a 5.5, and you look at somebody like Kayla Nicole as a 8, 9. Do you feel slighted when she say, yeah, look at me? And she talking to Angel Reese like, do it look like I'm supposed to go 50-50 with a nigga? How do you feel as a regular looking woman? Do you feel like, damn, is she talking down to me? Is this bitch trying to play me? Who this bitch think like? Cause I know that Travis was just fucking her from the back. And whether you an actor or a rapper, you still getting fucked backwards? That's you, ladies. That's a whole reference. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bitches is someone that help you. Y'all know the song, bitches. Bitches help you build. Sisters build you up. Sisters help you progress. Bitches will slow you up. Come on, man. Like, how they supposed to view it when you not that attractive? You overweight. You big boned. You ain't really got a lot in the looks department going for you. Should a nigga, you know what I mean? Like, but you like the chick from Kevin said, 100,000. I'm getting with a chick that make 100,000, or I'm getting with a chick that's talking about she ain't doing 50-50 because her looks is a little better. Her attitude is fucked up. It's an easy choice, fellas. And we gotta vet these people. Let's get to this other trending topic. A lot of people is talking about it. And I got some thoughts. They're not gonna be popular opinion. I'm letting you know right now. And I really have the popular opinion. And I don't do that to try to be different. I don't do that to try to go viral. I'm not viral. My channel's still not monetized. I appreciate the people that rock with me, and it is what it is. Whether I had 100,000 followers, 10,000 followers, whether I have 10 followers, I'm still going to be me. And like Hov said, you can come set up the camera, let the video run. And my real life, complete with real ice, like, I'm going to be who I'm going to be. So that when the camera stop rolling, I don't got to pretend and you can't catch me off guard like, oh, you was acting like this, but now you like this. No, this is me. I may not always be right, but I'm always going to be me. And I'm not going to fake and try to put on personas for nobody. Sometimes y'all going to agree. Sometimes you're going to disagree, and that's okay because adults disagree all the time. It's just how you disagree. Are you going to call names? Are you going to shame and guilt me? And, you got a GED. You ain't that smart. You did 3 state bids, and you this. All right, cool. But what about the argument? What I said, what's wrong about my argument? Oh, I said a word wrong. I mispronounced it. My enunciation was off. I said liked it. Like sometimes I say, nigga, not liked, you liked it. You know what I mean? And my ex-wife used to always point out, nigga, it's not liked it, it's liked. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I got a GED. And I can make fun of my, because I'm just saying that's what people will do. Oh, but you dress like a little kid. You dress like a teenager. But you're not addressing the argument. Yeah, the argument still stands. And are you going to address the argument, or are you going to address my clothes and how I wear my hat to the back? Which one is it? You going to talk to me and what I said, or are you going to talk about my criminal past? Or you going to talk about how I mispronounced the word? Or you going to talk about, what you going to talk about? Like, what are we talking about? And this next topic, I try not to deal, even though a lot of it's spinning in the clip, as I like to say, spinning in the clip. It's almost election time. And real brief, this is my show. I do what I want. I don't have no real set format. But if you go look at my earlier videos, it'll show you 6 years ago. Because I had just had an account just to be on YouTube. Set up an account, you got to get a platform and all that. But Popovich TV, I started that 3 years ago in November. But November 6th, November 8th, I got to go look at the video, the exact video. That's when I started doing YouTube as you see now. And you see we done grown and got better, etc. My whole background didn't look like, I think I probably had like 1 pair of Cozy Soles, 1 cup, you know what I'm saying? And we evolved from there. And I'm proud. Because I've been running through these YouTube streets, running across these YouTube platforms, and they should have never, right? I say that to say, November will make 3 years. And I'm proud of the work that we've been doing. Got a lot more followers now, people rocking with the channel, and I appreciate you, right? But again, I'm not pandering to nobody. I'm not doing nothing so you can like my channel. I'm not doing something so you can come back. I'm gonna call a spade, and it just is what it is. That's the facts. With that being said, it was election It was around election time, right? Or the year after the election. Anyway, it's election time again. And if you've been watching my content and you've been watching my channel, you know I never tell you to vote for nobody. I never on this platform once told you who to vote for, who not to vote for. And I think only once I told you who I might vote for, because this channel was not to sway you one way or the other. We all adults, hopefully. We all could think for ourselves, hopefully. And you should be informed and do all the research that you need. Then you should go to the polls and make your vote. Anyway, Kamala Harris and Trump, the two running candidates for the Democrats and the Republicans, although you have independents like Dr. Cornel West and Dr. Jill Stein, who I'm inclined to vote for, right? That's who I'm leaning towards, even though they're not getting the publicity. Anyway, Lord Jamal from Brand Nubians, one of my favorite groups growing up as a kid, and you know what I mean? He was on a podcast or somebody's show, I guess, a hip hop show, as he kind of quoted, and I guess he called Kamala Harris a bitch. I think I got the clip right here, where this dude, Mark Lamont Hill, who book I read up north about hip hop. I thought he was alright, brother, till you come home or till I came home. And it's like rappers real quick, and I know I'm bouncing a little bit, even though the topic is about Lord Jamal calling Kamala Harris a bitch and everybody being mad. It's like the rappers, and I equate it to coming up in hip hop. If you from my era of hip hop, which is the best, everybody else, y'all getting second tier. When I was coming up, hip hop, top tier, seeing the best of round. Like everything else is after that. That's just my opinion, right? With that being said, it wasn't social media. So we had to get our favorite articles from Word Up Magazine, The Source Magazine, The Vibe Magazine, Right On Magazine. Like you had to read. You had to go and look at some articles and read about Eazy-E, read about Heavy D, read about KRS-One, Buckshot Shorty, etc. You had to read about the articles and the different, hip hop stuff, the leaders of the new school, and I could go on and on. Nowadays, you want to see about Kodak Black? You want to see about Meek Mills? You want to see about Rick Ross? You want to see about Jay-Z? Anybody, maybe not Jay-Z and Nas, because they don't really be on social media like that. But you want to see about anybody else? All you got to do is go to their page, type it in, and you're going to go to their page, and you're going to see. I'm saying that to say, when you writing your raps, and we listening to your raps, and we hear you spitting that shit that we like, and we fuck with it, you say, I'll fuck with this shit, Meek Mills. I fuck with Meek Mills. Dreams and nightmares, and I'm a boss, and all this shit. Then I see you doing the bunny hops. Then I see you in the matching clothes with Diddy. And I'm not saying that means anything. I see you spit on Nicki Minaj, allegedly, right? I see you do funny style more. I'm only bringing him up, but it's a lot of rappers. I see Fat Joe, you ain't give Big Pun family the money they deserve. I see, you do certain shit. I get to see it in real time. I don't gotta wait months and weeks for the article to come out. So now I get to analyze you. And I get to put it up there. Dreams and nightmares, bunny hop. Dreams and nightmares, funny style shit. Such and such Scarface, you the realest. You at the 50th anniversary, but Willie D not there. Hove, I see you get to do, but you blocking your man. Beanie Siegel, if my life is the movie, Beanie Siegel will be the sequel. But you don't fuck with him no more. Like, we get to see this shit in real time. Oh, you was fucking with the young joints. Oh, you was at them parties. So now in real time, we get to judge you. And, like anything else, people gonna have opinions. So I get to view you and judge you in real time. And that has an effect on how I fuck with you outside of the music. Now with that picture being said, the Mark Lamont Hill nigga, when I was locked up and I was reading about, I'm like, this is some type of fly nigga, or he writing about hip hop and woo. Now I see, you a Democrat. I see you on TV pandering, and I get to watch some of your posters, and I'm looking at you like, I don't really rock with you like that. Just keep it a buck. Master OBX, what's the word? So I just wanted to say that. So anyway, this is what's going on right here, right?
calling her, and again, I heard a bleep. I've been in the hood a long time. From that context, it sounded like you were calling her the B word. I couldn't see it, but I heard it. I'm not gonna vote for that. Bleep. Sounded like the B word. I can't imagine a circumstance where we need to call her that. You know, in real life and in music, and if there's just no reason for that. She doesn't deserve that any more than she deserves to be told that she's not qualified to run a Dunkin' Donuts. Those types of comments, I think, are unnecessary, even if you might agree that black people shouldn't be sheep. How does she disrespect you?
By placating to me, by giving me word salads and all kind of nonsense, acting like she doesn't have to answer questions, being the artful dodger. That's very disrespectful.
You think she deserves to be called a B for that?
Well, listen, first of all, the platform I was on was a different kind of platform. We was, you know what I mean? It's a much looser platform. It's more...
With Jamar, though, my brother, calling her
hip-hop orientated, and if she wants to get down, act like she's black, well...
She is black, man. She is black. That's the other thing. I don't want to hear Candace. I know Candace got stuff to say. I want to hear Candace. I'm sorry. She is black, and you're being particularly hypocritical, bro.
He's not.
Bro, you're being real hypocritical.
Let me clear two things up. First of all, Pierce, you had a guest on named VJ or something that said I never voted or something like that. I don't know. Wait.
All right, so they really going in on Lord Jamar, right? And again, I fuck with Lord Jamar, and I fuck with him from the Brand Nubian days, like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. But Brand Nubian days are not. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if, you know, as we get to see even him, how you act, how you move, how you going about doing what you doing. Is it sussy shit? Is it real nigga shit? Like, what really is, right? And I'll say this, right? Because he's like, yo, no matter what platform. And, before I get to that, he said he voted for Barack Obama, right, the first time, like a lot of us. And I fell for that. You know what I mean? People is going in on him in the comments. I guess the article, this is the Ballers Alert. They like, he never voted. They digged up the records. They were like, the internet is undefeated. They're like, yo, we digged up the records. This nigga never voted, etc. I'm going to play that. Then I'm going to play what my song said. Some of it, if I have it still. I think I saved it. I think I saved what my song said. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just go to his page. Or is it on this page? I know I saved. Oh, let me go.
Take one over. I got it.
Let me go to my song, the general page. He was tight. My song was tight. He was
so
tight.
listen.
This nigga was tight.
All politics and all that shit aside, you know.
Really?
Vote for who you want to vote for.
But why you keep
you
pushing
don't want to vote for
Kamala
somebody
Harris
you don't like nobody. Nobody can't force you to vote for nobody.
This nigga capping so
vote
much,
for who
bro.
you think you feel most comfortable voting for. That now that we got that shit off the table.
We got that shit off
to the God.
To the God.
Lord Jamar, somebody that I have respect for, somebody I've been in proximity with, close with. The shit you just did right now was a whack nigga shit. I don't even respect that from you. That's not even the character that I know
whack
of you.
Nigga.
To constantly call that woman a bitch, to double down about calling that woman a bitch because you don't like her politics. You don't know that lady. She ain't did nothing to harm you. She ain't did nothing to disrespect you. But because you don't like the way that she's running her campaign, you decide to call that woman a bitch. That's not man shit.
That's not man
shit. It ain't nothing. It was nothing real about that. It's not nothing.
That shit ain't
I don't even know how
real.
the gods ain't call you in. Because this goes against everything the gods and the earth represent.
He is going.
When we start violating women, fuck if you think she black or what? When did it be cool for you to just disrespect a woman because you don't agree with them? When did we just start getting on this internet just saying anything? Y'all taking this internet shit too far. Like this internet is making you go against the man that you are. The man that I know you to be, King. This shit don't even coincide with who you are. Who you present to be. So I'm just confused. So this is what we gonna do now, because now we just gonna completely lose all our morals and integrities and shit for this internet just to go viral and all that shit. This is what we doing? Like we just gonna everything we gonna turn into the low vibrational niggas. We gonna turn into the academics, and then we gonna follow the blueprint of the suckers for some level of attention? Because it ain't that serious. You don't want to vote for you. I don't want to vote for. I don't think she's qualified. She don't represent nothing I represent. Nobody can't argue with that. But what she got to be a bitch for, King? For what? Like, well, when did this shit become cool? When did we start normalizing whack nigga shit? When did coward culture become some shit that real niggas adopted?
Real niggas.
And I'm saying real niggas adopted because that's how I see you.
This nigga.
But this shit right here, I don't even know who this is.
No, honestly, I listen. I had a lot of different thoughts on this, and I was like, I'm a bomb first on some Tupac shit. Then I'm like, not crash out, because I never would crash out. Not for the internet, not for props, not for people to view my channel. But I'll say this. Like I said, I walked with my son in the Bronx maybe 2 years ago. I took my small boy. We walked. After a night that I finished, I was hanging out the night before too. But this is Lee. Lee tried to keep his word. Nobody on Pop of his TV, etc. Niggas see me in the street, be like, yo, what's up, Pop? But I'm Lee. You know what I mean? That's who I am. Leon, my real name, and Lee is what people call me. And they've been calling me that for a long time. Hanging out, you know what I mean? Father's Day weekend. In fact, it was on Father's Day. And I still got up early in the morning, went to fucking Fordham Road, took small boy with me. We walked all the way from Fordham Road down to 161st by Yankee Stadium. Wasn't a lot of people. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, I don't know why. Maybe people don't feel his movement. Maybe people don't rock with him. And I see my son a few times. Around my mom's birthday at Ricardo's, we was ordering some food to take back. Hollered at him. Rest in peace, K Slay. At the last time I seen K Slay, shout outs to Vado, everybody that performed. I got him on the channel, etc. So I rock with my son in the sense of, you know, I respect the fact that he talks out like, yo, we need to stop killing each other. We need to stop coward culture. We need to do this. We need to do that. So I'm have to preference before I say what I'm going to say. Like I fuck with. You know what I mean? At least on that sense. Ran into him a few times in Harlem. He walking around with slippers on. You know what I mean? Like shit sweet. And that's you, my son. A few times, you know what I mean? See you just walking on 25th. Maybe you coming from the state building. I don't know where you coming from or what you doing in Harlem, right? Now you coming with this, right? And since the political, you know, campaign cycle been spinning, you know that he was pushing Joe Biden before he was old and he couldn't run. Now it's Kamala. They pushed her on us. We ain't get to vote for her. We ain't get to elect her. We ain't get to nominate her. They just gave us her. That's the fact. You could get mad at what I'm saying. You can say, yo, you only got your GED. You know how to count 1, 2, 3 after you completed ABE, which is adult basic education up north. Before you get your GED, you got to finish ABE. I'm being funny, but I'm not. You can say all that shit about Lee, right? The fact is, she didn't get nominated. They gave us to her. Yeah, all electoral people eventually at the convention gave her the blessings, like, yo, we fucking with you. But we, the people, we didn't get to say, no, I want Dave Shapiro. I want XYZ. I want such and such. They just gave us to her. They just gave her to us. So we stuck with her. I get it. If it's up, it's up. Cool. Is she black? She black. Right here, Mark, right? What you mean? She is black. Again, y'all cannot like Candace Owens. Her little documentary series. Nobody sued her. Nobody told her to take that shit down off YouTube. It's still up. She did a little digging. I did a little digging just for knowledge purposes. Not like I said, I don't know Kamala Harris and I don't give a fuck, right? Whoever gonna be in office, gonna be in office. My life's still gonna be the same. I view it like no matter who's in office. In fact, that's one of the first videos that I did on this channel. I'm like, yo, no matter who you vote for, no matter what's going on. So maybe I'm going on 4 years. I gotta go back and look. I'm like, your life's still gonna be the same unless you take charge in your own life. That's the facts. Yeah, certain policies or things may be in place on a local and state level, but ultimately if you get up and you just winging your life, like Karis once said, you can freestyle your rap career, or you can put shit in place and you can put shit in motion and you can have a game plan. Yeah, you can freestyle and whoever's in office, it just is what it is. You going along, get along, or you can say, nah, every day I'm getting up, I'm grinding. Every day I'm grinding like a coffee bean. Every day I'm doing this. Every day I'm building with the people that's rocking with me, and I'm trying to get to this level, regardless of who's in office. Because that's the reality. Billy D on the check-in. What's the word, my guy? See you in a minute. You could do one or the other. All right, cool. So now, these are the two candidates. My son pushing hard for Kamala. He could say what he wants, but he's lying. He's capping. And again, if you just tuning in, I ain't getting no haircut till it's my birthday time, which is next week. Then I'm going to drop to the Caesar, Mononesia, to the block, to the high two-seater. You heard? That's a Memphis Bleak reference. I'm like, y'all capping for the Democratic Party, whether they paying you or they not paying you. Because you're like, let's get that out the way. You know, you can vote for who you won't vote for, but every post, you downplaying Donald Trump. And I'm not voting for him either. I don't give a fuck about him or her. Let's be clear. Every post is y'all vote for this nigga. All the black niggas, y'all vote for all the black men. Y'all vote for him. So you do care about who you voting for. So you're not even speaking authentically. You're not even speaking with transparency. You're lying because you do care. That's why you keep pushing the Democratic Party. That's why you capping for her. Now back to the blackness, right? When you Google and say her mom's is Indian, say her father is Irish and Jamaican. But just because you're Jamaican and you're born in Jamaica, don't mean you black. It's white Jamaicans. It's Irish Jamaicans. It's different Jamaicans, different nationalities. That's Jamaican. In case you didn't know. I may be educating you on something you didn't know. If you assume that everybody's born in Jamaica is but you're black, then you mistaken. You all the way wrong. You all the way wrong. It's Irish Jamaicans. It's white Jamaicans. You like, oh, it's Chinese Jamaicans. Oh, it's fucking China. Like, nah, it's Chinese Jamaicans. Yeah, it is. So just because you born in Jamaica, don't make you black. Right. So now that we got that clear, then you start doing more research. It's like, nah, our father and the family, they got a line of being slave masters, slave owners. And that's neither here nor there. But we bringing it up because, again, I don't know no black person that ever said they washed collard greens in the tub. That was a flex she thought was a flex. She thought she was gaining some traction. And black folks, the real black folks, was like, hold on. Did this bitch, and I'm saying bitch, did this bitch just say she was washing collard greens in the tub? And she fed them to people? Because there was so many people that thought collard greens were so good? Wow. That's mind-blowing. That's mind-boggling. And when you put the beat on, normally I would say, I'm not shocked and amazed. This time, I'm shocked and I'm amazed that she thought that she said that and we ate that shit up. And a lot of folks was looking like, that's real nasty. Because a lot of us pee in the tub. A lot of us do other shit in the tub. And no matter how much common and shit you use to clean your tub, you cleaning collard greens in the tub? Because they that much in demand? So that was a red flag. All right, now let's get to the bitch part, right? Lord Jamal, he is of Brand Nubians. He is of the 5% God Nation, the 5%, group or whatever. And they don't supposed to be calling bitches, women bitches and all that. So I get what my son is saying with that. Like, that go against what you believe in. But, you could be, no matter what religion you are, nobody's perfect. That's number one. And let's get to the real thing. Because I said all that to say, you mean to tell me that in a regular conversation, when most of us is talking, whether it's about Barack Obama, Trump, whoever, the weed nigga down your block, somebody on TV, and you say, yo, man, fuck that nigga. Somebody asks you about, or you're talking about somebody, and you say, man, fuck that nigga. Or you say, fuck that bitch. Like, you don't mean it with no vitriol. You just saying, man, like, fuck that bitch. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody keep asking you about a person, or somebody keep coming up in trending topics, or somebody wants your opinion and you talking about it, you're like, man, fuck that bitch. You don't mean, like, fuck that bitch. You know what I mean? I wish she died. I wish this happened. I wish the worst on her. Just like, nah, fuck that bitch. Man, fuck that nigga. That bum-ass nigga. Fuck that bum-ass nigga. That's how I took it. I didn't get all in my feelings because she running for president. Oh, we disrespecting black women now. Oh, that's not what a man would do. Oh, that's this. Oh, that's that. Nigga, shut the fuck up, bro. What are you talking about? What are you really talking about? Like, niggas is really going, like, we gonna just call him Jamal now. No more Lord Jamal. And even Fat Joe in the comments, like, yo, that nigga's a piece of shit. I seen that comment. I said, damn. I commented. I'm like, damn, Fat Joe. I'm like, yo, not the piece of shit. I'm like, I get it. You disagree with what he said. But I said, I guess it's the internet and people can say what they want to say because some people say that about you for not looking out for Pun and them family. His wife and all that was in the shelter. Y'all remember that? Like, his family ain't get no money. His son ain't get on. And you like, niggas thought I found, niggas, I'm rhyming so much, it's like I found Pun rhyme book or whatever it was. And it's like when you make, that's why I called it the Jay-Z line. When you say like, yo, if I died and Siegel gonna be the sequel, but you not fucking with Siegel, y'all ain't got no business ventures together, it's like, that's just, you lying. Nah, Pun was, that's my twin, that was my brother. And I'm not like trying to shit on Fat Joe or say anything, negative about him. I'm saying what the people were saying. Like, yo, people was like, yo, you a piece of shit ass nigga. That your Pun, your man, nigga who carried Terror Squad for a while, and he did with his 2 albums. Why his wife was in the shelter? Why his son ain't on? Why Cuban links, you know what I mean? Like, nigga get cut in the face and all, shit happens, but people can look at you and say, you a piece of shit. Because you ain't do right. You ain't make sure niggas is good. But you saying this is your brother. You saying this is your nigga. You saying you would die for if they could trade me. I trade my life for. Oh, really? Then why my wife or my ex, even if I beat her, like even if the rumors is true about Pun, domestic violence, why they was in the shelter? Why they got lawsuits against you or why y'all had that public feud if I was your man like that? And I just did a short the other day, Popovism 101. If people is for you, they support you, they love you, they down for you, you don't got to question that. You don't got to, it ain't no puzzle. It ain't no figuring out the motive. It ain't no, excuse me. Did what they do, was that trying to play me or was that bigging me up? You don't got to question none of those things because you know that they down for you. They're going to tell you that they rock with you. You ain't going to have to second guess that. When you got to question a nigga move or, damn, was that statement like a backhand compliment? Was he trying to get at my wife? Or did he try to steal my songs? Like, did he take my business idea? If you got to question those things about the person, then you know they're not really rocking with you. Because the motive should be clear. Any nigga I ever fuck with, I rock with, they never had to question if I was fucking with them or not. Even when months went by or some time went by where we ain't talking. You know I'm rocking with you. If I ever come into some good fortune, you don't even gotta say, yo, I know you got me right now, nigga. You don't even gotta ask if I got you. Of course I got you. I'd rather be broke together than rich alone, backing them down, clapping them down. Fuck whatever's happened before, I'm what's happening now. If I ever hit, if I ever come up on anything, y'all good. The niggas I fuck with, the people I fuck with, you never gotta question that. The people you gotta question is those are the people that are like, oh, I don't really know if they rocking with me. Yeah, you don't know because you questioning them. If you gotta question it, then that tells you right there. That tells you right there. Popovism 101. If you got a question of somebody fucking with you or not, they don't really rock with you. They don't really rock with you. Because the people that rock with you, you don't have to question. It's not even a question. They're going to show you by their actions, not just by words. They're going to show you by what they do, not about just what they say. Because if I die, then Siegel going to be the Siegel. So when the judge say, yo, you vouching for him? Nah, I'm not vouching for that nigga. When the judge say X, Y, Z, or they say, yo, I'm fucked up. Nah, that nigga had 2 Bentleys, his mom still living in the sticks. What, my nigga? And I'm just bringing up that. It's a lot of examples that I could bring up. But I'm bringing up Hove and Beanie because, they 2 polarizing figures, especially in light of Beanie Siegel having the food truck, and people I just recently asked him like, yo, so why you do this? And he's like, yo, I just wanted to show people an honest living, show people that they could do it, and I wanted to prove something to myself. I did something and it worked. You know what I mean? People could think I'm down or they could say whatever they want about me, but I'm Beanie Siegel. I'm the Broad Street Bully. But anyway, getting back to Fat Joe and calling Lord Jamal a piece of shit. You in the comments like a regular person. Like you ain't got that blue check. And maybe he is, right? I don't know him. Maybe you know him better than I know him, Fat Joe. But my comment was like, damn, bro. Niggas are saying the same shit about you. About Big Pun and that whole fiasco. They was calling you a piece of shit. Are they right? I'm not saying they right. People can say what they want online. That don't make it right. People can say what they want. But anyway, back to the calling Kamala Harris Madam Vice President, right? A bitch. Is Lord Jamal out of line? Is he foul? And I'm thinking like, damn, women in one conversation, a lot of women, not all women, because all women ain't the same. We can't put the whole umbrella on all women. Just like every nigga don't use nigga, right? Every brother, every person, every black person, but you're black. Don't say nigga. Some of us do. I know I've been using it since I was a kid. And nigga, please. I'm treated like a fucking disease. You say, why do I call myself a nigga so quick? Because I can reach in my drawers and pull out a bigger dick. It's an Easy E reference. I get it. Everybody don't use it. But was Lord Jamal wrong? And he didn't apologize. So people like, yo, he could have just apologized. He just could have manned up. He like, yo, it was on a platform. It was a more loosely platform. And I think I did see the clip where the person was saying something. He like, yo, man, fuck that bitch. It wasn't like, yo, fuck her personally. Like, fuck her to hell and fuck her to prison and fuck her to, to the depths of hell. It just was like, man, fuck that bitch and her word salad and all the shit she be saying. Y'all say fuck Trump. You say fuck fuck that nigga on TV. Man, fuck this person. It's just loose conversation. It's just talking. A lot of us talk like that, but yet because it's her, niggas is up and all, yo, that's coward culture. Yo, that's not what a real man does. Yo, you don't supposed to be talking like that because you believe in the gods and the earth, bro. He was smoking. It was on a hip-hop platform. It's not that serious. Fuck that bitch. Like, fuck her. Did she come and do something for you? Did she come into your house paying you? Like, fuck all these. So that's like somebody say, yo, fuck these celebrity-ass niggas. They're not doing nothing for me. They're not helping me build my business. They're not helping me get out the ghetto. And it's true. So when you say fuck them, even though it may not be like fuck them, it's like, fuck Jay-Z. That nigga ain't doing nothing for me. Fuck him, the Super Bowl, Roger Goodell, fuck all them niggas. Get out your feelings. A lot of people is too sensitive. And like Kanye West is like, ooh, they so sensitive. They'll never fix your lips and halogen to say something when you going end up apologizing. Let me know if it's a problem then. Alright, man, hollering, la. Like, it's not that serious, folks. Bitches, women, use that word 1,000 times. That bitch thinks she better than me. That bitch fuck her man. That bitch this, that bitch fake bag, that bitch fake weed, that bitch fake hair lash, that bitch butt fake, that bitch titties just look trash, her man is trash, that bitch man tried to talk to me last night. Fuck that, like come on, people. We picking and choosing who we getting mad at. So you mad at Lord Jamal because it's Kamala Harris and she running for president, and it looked like the last couple of days, last week or two, it looked like she been stumbling. And because y'all going hard for the Democratic Party, although you start your video off with, I don't care who you vote for, I don't really care about all. No, nigga, you care. My son, you care? You care who we vote for. That's why every post you put up, you talking about Trump in the negative, and I get it. Fuck that nigga too, right? You talking about him in the negative, and you pushing us towards Kamala Harris because you care. Just like you want us to vote for Joe Biden. Even though that nigga say, yo, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black enough. Shit ain't cold enough. And in 2020, when Kamala was running for president and nobody cared, she called Joe Biden a racist. Then he hired her as the VP. Come on, y'all. Are y'all serious? Y'all gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe that easy? Oh, that's just words. he ain't really a racist. She just was saying that because she wanted to be the president. It just sounds stupid to me. And I get it. I only got a GED. I'm not the smartest. But a lot of people went to college, they graduate from college, and they still stupid. I'd rather have a GED and err on the side of some common sense and can't be easily fooled and tricked than to go to college, waste all them years, be in debt, and then sound foolish and you sound like a fucking jackass. Come on now. So that part about when my son, I'm not really jacking that. And again, like I said, I walk with him, boycott black murder. I fuck with his channel. That's why I follow him. I do follow him. But all that, yo, you know, that shit sound corny, my nigga. Yo, we woke, we not woke, we gangster, we not gangster, we real niggas, we not real niggas. Which one is it, my nigga? Like, come on, bro. Which one is it? Which one is it? You gotta choose. And you know, it just sound a little corny and wackish to me. Let me see how many more topics we got. I think that might be it. Might be time to get to the football picks. Oh, last thing. I do got one more topic. And then we're gonna get to the football picks. So speaking of Fat Joe, I didn't watch the whole interview. I probably will because some of the clips that I've been seeing spinning as far as the this Shannon Sharp podcast, Shay, Shay, you know what I mean? A couple of clips that I've been seeing of Fat Joe, they've been interesting. I've seen one about the Jay-Z. The one that I'm going to talk about now is about Dame Dash. Shout outs to Dusko Poppin'. Shout outs to Harlem, right? But anyway, Fat Joe, he was on Shannon Sharp show. He was on his podcast, and I guess we going long, so Instagram. Y'all niggas is foul, man. They always fucking flagging me on some bullshit. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'll see why later. Request and review. Maybe I'm saying shit they don't like about Kamala. Anyway, right? Fat Joe on Shannon Sharp show, and they talked about a lot of things, but the clip that I want to talk about in particular is he was talking about Dame Dash, right? And I'm not sure how many months ago it was, but I think he mentioned it in the clip. He like, yo, you know, Dame Dash kind of took it out of contents or whatever, but he was saying like, yo, you know, he was saying Jay-Z like, yo, I heard motherfuckers saying they made Hov say, okay, so make another Hov. So Fat Joe was kind of like repeating that, like, you know, you made a Hov, then make another one, right? And Dame Dash since has came out and said like, I ain't trying to make no another Hov, and you know, obviously, you know, making another Hov don't have to be another, you know, greatest rapper of all time or top 5 dead or alive, and that's off one LP. It could be a business, it could be another venture, it could be something else that he create. Obviously, Dame Dash is brilliant, and even Fat Joe recognized that much. And he like, yo, you know, my first instinct was to try to clap back at him, but you know, he did a lot for hip hop. But he did also say like, yo, he ain't where he should be. Kind of like, you know, bringing up, I guess, obviously, he owed the IRS. He in back child support, and a lot of people said he fucked up, right? And even though Dame came out like, yo, I ain't, you know, I'm not. If I'm fucked up, then having my own network, releasing my own movies, having my own books, doing X, Y, Z, and different ventures, etc. You know, I'll take that fucked up, you know, any day over the regular fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just a regular person, and I agree with those sentiments. But then Fat Joe was like, you know, like, yo, you know, because you know, dang, like, kind of telling him, like, yo, what is it? It was to raise awareness. This bubblegum shit on Instagram. Ain't no hate speech. We don't hate nobody. We Wu-Tang love the kids. We don't hate nobody, man. I don't know why they keep doing that. Wu-Tang love the kids. You'll hear back from us soon. Cool. Instagram like I'm on some hate speech. Ain't nobody hate speech. Ain't nobody. Man. Like, cut the bullshit. Anyway, you know, he like, yo, Dame, like, yo, you know what it is. You know what I mean? Like, he like, yo, you know what it is. And Fat Joe, for whatever it's worth, he got the reputation of you know, being about that life, and obviously got the Terror Squad, etc. And my thing is this though, like when I was talking about K.O. Smitty, it's like, listen, when you got the numbers, you got the gorillas, and you got the killers around you, it's hard for you not to be tough, not to be the hardest person in the room, not to be the loudest person in the room. And you know, I did time, so I wasn't around a lot of the years that Fat Joe was out here. Maybe he was about that life. Maybe he was running down on niggas and extorting niggas and doing X, Y, Z. I don't know nobody he robbed. I don't know nobody he extorted or nothing like that. I'm not saying he's soft and he didn't do it. But he like, yo, Dame, you know what it is, and maybe he do. But my thing is like this, you know, when you running with the, you know, the gorillas and the killers, you could get some of that reputation, but you ain't do it yourself. Who you ran down on? Who you extorted? Who you pulled the burn on and told niggas empty their pockets and do all that? Who you did that to? You know what I mean? Like, who you smacked up? And I know we heard a story about, I think, somebody got hit with the bottle, Big Pun hit somebody in the head with a bottle at the tunnel, etc. And again, I'm not saying Joey Crack is soft. I'm not saying he ain't do nothing. But I'm saying like how he was talking to Dame is like, one, Dame only was responding to what you said. And it's not a defend Dame or, you know, attack Fat Joe. It's hip hop. These is two grown men. They got, you know, they both out of my tax bracket. But you said something, he responded. You ain't like how he responded, but you said something first. So you said something first, I respond. You don't like how I responded. Now it's like, yo, you know what I mean? You know what it is. What is it? You said something about me. I corrected you. I think Dame said something to the effect like, I was surprised that, you know, Fat Joe was talking about another man and his money. You know, Dame, you know, he got a way of talking to niggas, make niggas feel a little less than. You know what I mean? Dame one of them talking Harlem ass niggas. So it's like, yeah, you talking about me and a whole nother man in my situation, but why are you talking about me? I think that's a little less than being a man. I think it was something to that effect. And all Joe was doing was just kind of repeating what a lot of people were saying, like, yo, you know, you can make hole, then make another hole, then nigga, what the fuck, you know what I mean? And it's like, nah, I don't gotta make another hole. I just create another business or another lane, you know what I mean, for me to get more money. And although I agree with the sentiment of him not being one of the top icons of hip hop, even though he came from he has an iconic track record. Rockefeller, it ain't gonna be nothing like Rockefeller again. Jay-Z, Dipset, you know, Beanie Siegel and that whole run that they had, you know what I mean, the Rockefeller tour, DJ Clues and all that. Ain't gonna be nothing like that again probably, especially the way hip hop is going now with the streams and the different services that we use and we don't get our just due and value for. It ain't gonna probably never be nothing like that. But to say like, you know what I mean, talk downish or like, yo, nigga, you broke, and obviously Fat Joe got money. You know what I mean? He got the new talk show. We talked about that last week with him and Meth and you know the mental health, etc. But my whole thing is just this: like, if you tough by yourself, then I respect it. I respect it totally. If you tough because your brothers is tough, and the nigga that's around you, the niggers that's around you, they was the ones popping off, robbing niggas, cutting niggas, doing shit, and you did shit sometimes, but they really was the main attraction, then you just really was running with the rush. That's how I view it. If you was doing it on your own, by yourself, and you got niggas doing it with you, then it's like, nah, you really about that, because with the homies or without the homies, you really are tough. But if only you with the homies, that's when you tough. Well, that's when it's a lot of y'all, so you got more courage to do shit to niggas or X, Y, Z, then I really don't look at you as that tough. You know what I'm saying? Or when you got the gun, you tough, but when it's time to knuckle up and throw a little block, throw a little jab, you know what I mean? You ain't that tough. You scared to get punched in your face, then I don't really look at you that tough. You know what I mean? I look at you like, you more of an opportunist. You know what I mean? And you just doing shit because you got the numbers. Anybody can be tough. That's like the police. That's how we say about them all the time. You got the badge, you got the gun, but you take that shit off, you just a punk. You can't beat me. I'm gonna fuck you up. You know what I mean? Or you don't got no wins at all, and you on the force when you supposed to be trained and know how to, do shit. You ain't gonna beat me. I'm gonna fuck you up. But you got the badge, you got the gun, so you tough. That's how I view it. You know what I mean? If that's the good analogy or not. So I just thought that was interesting. We waiting to see what Dame gonna say. I'm sure he gonna answer back. People can say what they want about Dame. He put on for the culture, in my opinion. Whether he got the money he should have, that's another story. And also when you get blocked or people 52 block you so you can't do shit. Sometimes that's part of the game as well. You know what I mean? There ain't really nothing you can do about that. All right, that's enough time on all of the topics. We've been on for a little while. Let's get to the picks. Sunday Funday, Week 7, NFL. Before we get to the picks, I know what we about to do. We're going to play the intro song. You know what I'm saying?
Famous. Winner, chicken dinner, money long clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one, popovism. Coupe gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band line in the air, throwing signals. Winner, chicken dinner, money long clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one, popovism. Coupe gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band lines in the air, throwing signals.
1,000 on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. Trying to get rich, me and Famous trying to break
the house. Up in a lot, playing fades for the stuck. 3-card Molly, get tricked out your stuff. Shout out to my nigga Great Fire. Shout out to my nigga Famous. And shout out to Brother Al, so you know we gonna rock with the song. But I do like the song, even though they shouted me out. Winner, chicken dinner, that's the slogan. And speaking of winner, chicken dinner. Last week we went 5-1. We didn't hit the 6 pick, which we gave our 6 picks. But we went 5-1, and I told y'all at the end of that video, I said, listen, even though I'm going to put $100 on that 6 pick, separate the games. So that way, if you go 4-2, like we did the week before last, if you go 3-3, you break even. Obviously you got to go 2-4 and lose. You go 3-3, it's even. You go 4-2, you win. You go 5-1, like we did last week, you win. So even though you don't hit your parlay and get the 48-41, which is what you get, and I ripped the shit. When you put $100 on a 6 pick, you still win. Last week we had a great week. We went 5-1. We separated the games and we won. The week before that, we went 4-2 and we won. And we up right now. Not much. I'll give y'all the picks right here. Last week, far as all of the picks, week 6, just so we clear, I like to be full transparent. I know some of y'all just view my show Friday night for the NFL picks. NBA is coming. We got something great coming for y'all. To get some money. Even if you only got $5 to start with, you still can end up winning about $3,000. But we get to that later. Anyway, y'all see the picks. Last week we went 8-6 far as all of the picks. And even though that's only 2 games above 500, I don't really care because I don't bet on all of the games. I give out my picks for all of the games, but I don't bet my money on all of the games. I only bet the money on the locks. Not from Yonkers, the locks that get you and me the winner chicken dinners, and we were 5-1. So we won last week. We definitely won. But with that being said, we went 8-6, bringing our grand total of all of the games. We 49-43. And as far as the locks, because of last week and the week before when we went 4-2, we above 500 now on the locks. Not much, but we not losing no more. We 19-17. We 19-17. So out of 36 games, we won 19 and we lost 17. So if you was betting, let's just say $20 a game. you up $40. We was losing. We was under 500, but the last 2 weeks we seeing the board a little bit better, and we only gonna get better. This week is tough. I'm not even gonna lie. This week is tough, but nonetheless, let's get into week 7. Let's get into week 7. We're gonna be using the CBS Sports app and CBS Sports app, Sunday Funday. Let's get to the first game. We live on YouTube and we live on Instagram. If you still rocking with us, we appreciate you. Let's go. First game, New England at Jacksonville in London. When you wake up on Sunday Funday, the game was already going to be in process. Last Sunday Funday, Jacksonville lost to who the fuck they lost to? We had Jacksonville too. The Bears. They lost to the Bears. This week here, they giving 6 to New England. New England is trash at 5-1. Jacksonville is trash at 5-1. They both trash. That's a lot of points. New England started the rookie last week. I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville is the better team. 6 points is a lot. However, I'm assuming Jacksonville just stayed there. There's no need to fly back home, pop your wife, see your kids, then fly back to London. The best thing to do is like, fuck it, we here on Sunday, we lost. We might as well just stay till Sunday. We could live in a hotel, we could get acclimated. And Jacksonville is one of the teams that have been going to London for the last 3 to 4 years. I want to say definitely 2 years. So I'm going with Jacksonville. This ain't like really it's not a lock. I'm probably not even going to bet on this game. But I like Jacksonville minus the 6. Next game, Seattle Seahawks. Touchdown Seahawks at Atlanta. Atlanta giving 3. Atlanta is 4-2. Seahawks is 3-3. Should be a good game. I like this game. Atlanta giving the 3 at home. They could win. They might win. But I like the Seahawks. I'm going to take Geno Smith with the 3. I think after losing, let me see how many they lost in a row. Lost 3 in a row to the Lions, to the Giants. I couldn't believe they lost to the Giants. Lost to San Fran, obviously on Thursday. And they coming off a Thursday night game, so you had a whole 10 days. The last time they played was on the 10th. When they play the Falcons, it'll be on the 20th. That's 10 days. You give the body a little mini bye. You get rested. You recalibrate. You got 10 days to prepare for the Falcons. Falcons is good. We've been betting with the Falcons. If you know my record, you know we've been betting with the Falcons. I like Seattle. Next game, Tennessee Titans, 1-4. At Buffalo Bills, 4-2. Buffalo Bills minus -9.5. Like, jeez. I get it. Tennessee is trash. Buffalo just got Amari Cooper from Cleveland. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. Buffalo is the better team. Obviously, there's no doubt about it. Just come off beating the Jets. We had Jets Monday Night Football. They looked at fucking trash. The game was tied 20-20 for a long time. It was a lot of floopity calls, a lot of, miscues from the Jets and who's going to win, who not going to win. Are you going to give the game away? Are we going to give the game away? Excuse me. I had the Jets, and I had the Jets a 1 pick too, and I lost. Keep it a buck with y'all, like I always do on my channel. 1 picks. I bet 300 on the Jets. Keep it a buck. And we lost Monday night. I was still tight about that shit. Anyway, Buffalo giving 10.5. Giving 9.5. I think Buffalo will win. I definitely think they're going to win the game. I don't think they're going to cover the game. Tennessee is one of the best defenses in the league. They got a trash record. They got blown out. They lost by 7 to Chicago. Lost by 7. Lost by 7 to the Jets. lost by 16 to the Packers. So teams that can score, they will lose to. It's just a game that I feel like everybody's going to be on Buffalo, and everybody is on Buffalo according to CBS Sports app. Buffalo is minus 467 on the money line, and 71%, on minus the 9.5. I just feel like with Amari Cooper coming in, they just coming off beating the Jets. They are going to win. I think Buffalo will win, but I don't think they win by 10. For some reason, I'm going to go with Tennessee, but it's not going to be a lock. Next game, Cincinnati 2-4 at at Cleveland. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland is 1-5. Cleveland is fucking trash. Sprinkle some dirt on them niggas. Deshaun Watson, you haven't been showing up. No more Amari Cooper to throw to. Nick Chubbs is back though this week. The coaches are saying 974 Dr. Doogie Houses. I ain't hear that name in a long time. In fact, me and my nigga Gray Fire got a song called Doogie Howser. She wears skinny jeans, you can catch me in my trousers. Never been to MD, I just Doogie Howser, stunting in that Lambo. You know what I mean? Like, that's some old shit too we did. That's an old song. Shout out to anybody tuning in on Friday night, late night, 1 o'clock in the morning. But we at the sports section. Anyway, Cleveland giving 5.5. Cleveland is just coming off beating the Giants. We had Cincinnati last week, and we was right. My Giants is trash. I think they're going to win 5-6 games, maybe. Cleveland always beats Cincinnati at home. So even though they're getting rid of Amari Cooper, or they got rid of Amari Cooper, the public is on Cincinnati 65% minus the 5.5. Money line 95%. I don't like that. When the public is on something, no holds bars, I just look at it like, I don't know. I like Cleveland. I like Cleveland to cover the spread. I think Cincinnati will win. I don't think they cover the spread. Next game, Houston at Green Bay. This is going to be one of the better games of the week. Houston is 5-1. Green Bay is 4-2. Last week we had Green Bay as a lock, and we was right. Green Bay giving 3. This is going to be a good game. Like I think this is going to be one of the good, the better games of the week. Houston, they're a good team. They got a good defense. Green Bay is a good team. They got a decent defense. They got a good running game. Jordan Love, I think it's his 3rd game back since the injury. And Green Bay giving 3. I like Green Bay. I'm going with Green Bay. I think they can win at home. I think they cover the spread. It might be a close game, might be a squeaker, but I think Green Bay can win. Next game, Miami on the road at Indianapolis. Indianapolis giving 3. Indianapolis is 3-3. Miami is 2-3. Tua Tagovailoa, he won't be back this week. They still going with Hurley. Miami is trash. I mean, like, you shouldn't even be this bad without your quarterback. But I get it, in the NFL where everything is about the quarterback, you should have a serviceable backup quarterback. They haven't been having that. Hurley, he just haven't been getting it done. Miami though, the last time they played was on October 6th, which was Tuesday. They had a bye. Now they at Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis just coming off beating said Tennessee Titans at Tennessee. Tennessee just coming off the bye. Anthony Richardson is back coming off that hip pointer. This is a tough game. I'm not going to lie to y'all because it could go either way. But I got to go Indianapolis at home, minus the 3. I just think Anthony Richards is better than what Hurley is going to do or what the coach for Miami. He's so smart. Sometimes it seems like he's too smart for his own good. And I gotta go. I gotta go with Indianapolis. I mean, it's just not a lock, but I gotta go with Indianapolis. Next game, another good game. Like Green Bay and Houston, this is gonna be a good game. Detroit Lions at Minnesota. Detroit Lions is 4-1. Minnesota is 5-0. Minnesota -1.5. Last couple of games, when I say last couple of games, I mean like the last 2.5 seasons or 3 seasons, Detroit is like 4-1 against Minnesota. Detroit did lose their linebacker or defensive lineman Richardson, and that game against Dallas, which was unfortunate. A lot of people saying because of that, that the chances of getting to the Super Bowl or getting to the conference finals is compromised. And I agree a little bit, but I still think the offense is the offense. I still think the defense is good. It's just going to be minus him. Minnesota coming off a bye. I like Minnesota, but I like Detroit more. I think Detroit wins. I think Detroit covers the spread. I think Detroit wins, and they both be 5-1 after Sunday's game. I think they both 5-1. Next game, Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles fly, Eagles fly. Playing against my New York Football Giants. Let me see if I can get it for y'all. Y'all see it. It's New York in the house. It's Brooklyn in the house. Uptown in the house. Shallon are in the house. Everybody are in the house. Like, you know what I mean? Baby, come on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on. New York Football Giants, we had y'all losing last week against Cincinnati Bengals. Y'all getting 3 at home. 1 o'clock game, early game. I got y'all losing to the Philadelphia Eagles. I think the Eagles is better. They got Hollywood Brown back. They got the other wide receiver from Alabama. Can't think of his name right now, but let me look at his name. I want to see his name just to be right for the roster. Wide receivers. What's his name? Devontae Smith. I think the Eagles come out. I think the Eagles win, even though the public is all on the Eagles. The public is on the Eagles minus the 3, 84%. We on the CBS Sports app, and they also on the Eagles minus, money line minus 169, 94%. I hate to see that. It's not a lock. It's not a money pick. But the Giants is trash. My team is trash. So we going with the Eagles. Next game, Las Vegas Raiders at the Rams. The Rams giving 7, which is a fucking lot. The Rams is 1-4. Raiders is 2-4. Rams coming off the bye. We're not gonna overthink it. I like the Rams minus the 7. I'm gonna go with Vegas on this. The public is on the Rams, 61%, 94%. I think the Raiders is trash. Devontae Adams is no more. He missed the last 2 weeks anyway. He wasn't playing. He on the Jets now. I like the Rams to cover. Next game, Carolina Panthers at Washington Commanders. Carolina Panthers is 1-5. Washington Commanders coming off that loss to Baltimore. We had Baltimore as a lock last week. Washington minus 9.5. Keep it frank. The Red Rifle, Andy Dalton. You was looking alright. The Carolina Panthers is alright. They not like they a great team with him. Although they had Bryce Young. You still a trash team. I think Washington coming off playing a great team on the road, back and forth for a little while. And let's be honest, Baltimore barely covered by. They didn't cover. If you had Washington with 7, it was a push. I had Washington with 6.5, so I won. I put that bet in when it was 6.5. I think Washington blowed Carolina out the frame. I think Washington come back home, come back to Washington. You know what I mean? You played a good playoff team, a Super Bowl caliber team. Now you about to play one of the bottom of the barrel teams. I think they blow them out. Next game of the week, possibly. San Francisco 49ers playing the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs coming off the bye. Kansas City is 5-0. 49ers is 3-3. 49ers -1.5. We've seen this movie before. We've seen Kansas City beat 49ers in the Super Bowl 2 times. Like, you know what I mean? So we've seen it already. I don't know if McCarthy is going to be back. They're dealing with a lot of little injuries. It's a 4-25 game. Kansas City, Andy Reid had 2 weeks to prepare for this game. And I think the public got it right. 78% plus the 1.5 is on Kansas City. And money line, which is plus 105, 58% is on Kansas City. I'm going to go with Kansas City. Will I be surprised if San Fran came out and they finally got a win against Kansas City? Your wide receivers is in jeopardy. The running back, even though they got Kareem Hunt, Pacheco is out. Will I be surprised? No, I won't be if they win at Candlestick or whatever San Fran Stadium is at. But for some strange reason, I got Kansas City winning this game. I think they win. I think the public is right. Next game, Sunday Night Football. New York Jets at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Steelers 4-2. Jets 2-4. Jets coming off that horrible win to the Buffalo Bills. And I think they're going to start Justin Fields. Then they're going to start Russell Wilson. There's been rumors that Sierra's pregnant again with twins. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just seeing what's been on TikTok, what's been spinning. Russell Wilson, you're going to start after week 7 in the NFL. Jets defense ain't been looking all that. But you still going to just think you're going to come in and you're going to start against the Jets and you're going to play well? I don't think so. I think the Jets win. I think Russell Wilson get the L. Then I think the Pittsburgh Steelers is looking at Mike Tomlin like, why the fuck you start Russell Wilson over Justin Fields when he been playing, when he been in the mix, when he been knowing what it is? Now you want to start him, I get it. You want to look at him, you want to give him a look, you want to see if he could come in and do something different. And I'm not saying Russell Wilson ain't that guy. He been that guy when he won the Super Bowl. Obviously he been that guy for a while at Seattle. But after he threw that pick in the Super Bowl against the New England and beast mode and everybody was looking at him in the locker room and they playing Future songs knowing that he was Sierra. I don't know. Richard Sherman. I don't know. I don't think this is the right spot for Mike Tomlin to put him in. And I think they lose because of that. I'm going with the Jets. Monday Night Football, 2 games. Baltimore Ravens, 4-2 at Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 4-2. Baltimore Ravens giving 3.5. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you looking good. You just beat the Saints. They put up 27. You had the lead. They came back. Then you had to take the lead back. Baker Mayfield, you wake up feeling dangerous, but I think you're playing a better team. The team that possibly could go to the Super Bowl. I don't think Tampa Bay is going to the Super Bowl. That 3.5, I like Baltimore. We made Baltimore a lock last week. I got Baltimore as a lock this week. Baltimore 68% is with the minus the 3.5, and 84% money line minus the 189. I got Baltimore winning. I think it might be close at first, but then I think Baltimore will take off on them. I'm going with John Harbaugh on them. Monday Night Football, 9 o'clock game. San Diego Chargers, Jim Harbaugh, 3-2 at Arizona Cardinals, 2-4. The spread is 2. a little shaky, a little nervous, a little shaky, a little nervous. The Chargers just coming off beating the Broncos, beat the shit out them to the end, and then the Broncos finally got that touchdown, made it look a little closer than what it was. The final score was 23-16. The public is on the Chargers 56% minus the 2, 80% money line minus 125. I think this is a close game. I think Justin Herbert probably is the better quarterback, but I'm going with Arizona. It's just a hunch. It's not a lock. I'm not going to make it a money pick. I think Arizona can win at home. Now let's get to the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get us the winner chicken dinners. And before we do that, let's get back to this.
Yeah. Great fire. Rich famous.
Winner, chicken dinner, money long clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Coupe or gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad line in the air.
Throwing signals. Let's get to the winners. Not from Yonkers, but the winners that get us the winner chicken dinners. Here go the locks right here. Not from Yonkers. Here go the locks. Last week we went 5-1. Hopefully this week we go 6-1. 6-0. $100, 48-41. But listen to me, people. You could bet the parlay that I'm gonna bet, because this is what I'm telling you. I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna put $100. I might put 125. I might put 150 to get above 500. After I do that, then I'm gonna separate the games and bet 200, 300, 250 on each game separate and see how I do. That's how you win when you betting. Parlays is cool. You get the most money when you hit them. They feel good. You can say, yo, I hit a parlay. I hit a 6-pick. I hit a 7-pick. I hit an 8-pick. I hit a 7-pick 2 days ago, couple dollars. But it's hard to do that. Bet a 1-pick, win your money, put your money aside, come back. That's my advice. You can do what you want to do. You're going to do what you want to do anyway. Anyway, here go the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me the winner chicken dinners. Here they go right here. Taking the Seahawks. Taking Cleveland. Yeah, taking Cleveland over Cincinnati. Taking Green Bay. I'm taking Washington Commanders. I'm taking Kansas City. And I'm taking Baltimore. Here we go again. Seahawks, Cleveland, Green Bay, Washington, Kansas City, Baltimore. $100 on a 6-pick, 48-41. Yeah, kid, that feeling. Bet the parlay, then separate the games. That's what I got for y'all on the Friday night. Appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you rocking with me. The channel, the numbers is going up. And, I didn't post a lot this week. Still dealing with family loss, etc. Bear with me. We're going to be back to getting videos up every day. Sometimes it just don't be like that. Work, shit going on. Life be lifing. But nonetheless, I appreciate you. Anyway, y'all was tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.